Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you out to Paradise Honors High School here in Surprise, Arizona. The Panthers hosting the Thunderbird Titans tonight right here on Thursday Night Football on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network. We welcome you inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, an exciting one. Our first trip out here to the home of the Panthers, and we're excited to be out in Surprise tonight, and it's a gorgeous night outside.
A beautiful night for a historic game between the Panthers and the Titans. They've never faced each other, a 4A Skyline game. Thunderbirds struggling right now. They're 0-2 in the 4A Skyline, so they need to get a victory tonight. And Paradise Honors, they need to get a victory tonight to move their record in the division to 2-1. So a lot is on the line tonight for both of these football teams.
Yes, indeed. We're excited to be here for our first trip in the 4A to showcase the Thunderbird Titans and the Paradise Honors Panthers. Of course, we've had Thunderbird on for a number of years in a row, and we're excited to have them on tonight on the road for the first time here on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, we've always had Coach Nillette's team over at Thunderbird, so for them to go on the road, to come out here to come out here to surprise a budget such a growing city, JP. This place is blowing up. Houses are going up everywhere, businesses everywhere. So it's a beautiful night out here in Surprise for some good football.
We are excited to bring you this one here on Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network. The fine folks over at 12 Plus will join us at 7 p.m. for kickoff. Earlier this week on the Desert Gridiron Game Plan, we had the chance to catch up with the head coach for the Paradise Honors Panthers, Coach Seacoch, and we also caught up with our good friend Mr. Matt Nillette over there at Thunderbird High School. They brought along a couple of outstanding players as well with them. So let's have you enjoy that interview, and we'll catch you back here in just a little bit at Paradise Honors High School for kickoff. Stay with us. Thursday Night Football pregame show is on the air. We'll be back after the break. This is Coach Matt Nillette from the Thunderbird Titans, and I tell you what, you guys got a great look setup over there, Coach. Tell us about the season so far. We're going to talk with both of those young men who you brought along with you here tonight.
So I mean, season, so far we had some ups, recently experienced some downs. So we're trying to get back on that winning track right now. Right now we're 6-2. We're in a good position as we finish these three to get in the playoffs, and that's the goal all along.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the recent little stretch of back-to-back losses. Excuse me. A football season isn't a football season without a little adversity. What is the key to being able to bounce back from losses and stay strong and really get hit and get back up?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to turn the page and move on to the next one. And that's what we're doing this week with Paradise Honors. We know they're a really good team. Every team in our region is its own unique, tough challenge. So we're going to be on top and have our A game ready for that come Thursday night.
Coach, tell us about the young man you brought along here with you tonight. You brought your quarterback, J.P. Stewart, and wide receiver, Darrell Little, along with you tonight. Tell us about these young men and what impact they've had for the Titan football program.
Yeah, well, they're obviously very talented football players, but also great young men and great leaders for our football program. All right, so J.P. Stewart, to my left here, is our quarterback. He also plays defense. He's our student body president, homecoming king, AP student. He's everything all rolled into one. Three-sport athlete. And then to my right here is Darrell Little, the sophomore sensation. Extremely talented. The two combined for a really productive 8 games so far, and we hope they can continue that moving forward down the stretch at the end of the season and into the playoffs.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. So you do play both sides of the ball. How difficult is that to being able to balance playing on both sides of the ball? And what's your favorite part about being able to play on both sides of the
ball? Playing on both sides of the ball is kind of fun because, you really know what they're going to do when you watch film. And offense and defense, it's just, fun to be both ways and just make plays on both sides of the ball.
Talk about your connection with your quarterback, J.P. Stewart, and the chemistry that you guys have been able to form over the season and how you plan to continue and even build that chemistry even stronger as we get ready for those playoffs coming up in a few short weeks.
I mean, me and JP, we always been all around and just being on the field at practice, we just always know, I'm like, hey, JP, just throw that grab and go get it. And ever since, we just keep doing that. We just make plays.
Coach, coming down the stretch of the season, how important is it for leaders to really step up and let everybody know how important it is to finish the season strong, especially trying to make a playoff run?
And it's of the utmost importance that this is when football gets hard. You know, it's not nearly as hard early on in the season. When you get into region play, football gets hard. And no matter how good you are, you're going to face some adversity. And that's where their leadership, you know, is very important for us to keep everybody level-headed, keep focused on what the ultimate goal is. And that goal is just getting into the playoffs.
Coach, what are some things that your football team has done well here in the first half and some change of the season? And then what are some things that you guys are looking to improve as you get ready to really tighten things up for the playoffs?
All right. Well, not to give too many things away, things we've done well, I think, are evident to, anyone who sees us. So, we're pretty balanced offensively. We're able to run the ball and throw the ball. We make a lot of explosive plays in the pass game. These two guys right here. We've kind of established that identity on offense. We're averaging in the mid 30 points a game to mid high 30s. And then defensively, our goal is just aggressive. And I think we made a big improvement from 2 weeks ago to last week in that area. And we're just trying to get better every day.
JP, I asked Coach a little bit about leadership, but I want to ask you, being the quarterback of the team, do you consider yourself to be a leader, and how important is it to you to be able to lead the team?
Of course, I consider myself a leader. I think it's very important as a quarterback of the team to lead by example and not just tell everybody else what to do, not abuse my authority, but just lead by example and just show them the way rather than what to do and boss them around.
Now, Daryl, we know all about the little family tradition here at Thunderbird High School. There's been a number of outstanding players come through there just in the past few seasons. How do you continue to carry that torch for your family? And I've asked Coach Nolette this question about what's in the water there at the little household.
It's just work hard. I'm just working hard. Everybody in the little family that's over here, we just work hard every day. And we go to practice, just do our thing. And the water is just in the blood for it.
JP, I'm looking at your stats here. They look really, really good. 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. I do want to talk about the touchdown interception ratio. You only have 5 interceptions on the year. How important is it to really protect the ball and help you guys? And how important is it to win games by doing that?
I think it's very important. I think that's one of our main focuses going into the next game. Rather get takeaways rather than get turnovers, keep the ball in possession as long as we can.
Coach, speaking of the next game, what kind of challenges do the Paradise Honors Panthers pose to your ball club? It's our first time visiting over there for Thursday Night Football. We're excited for the matchup, and it should be a great game on Thursday night.
Yeah, they are a big challenge. We're going to have our hands full. They have a running back who's very dynamic. He's putting up huge numbers. And a defense has been very good. They played in the only 2-0 game this year in high school football. And that shows a defense that can hold another opponent scoreless. That's a playoff caliber opponent and coach that, they can bring it on the defensive side of the ball.
And I kind of want to ask you sort of the same question. On film, what stands out to you about this Paradise Honor defense that really poses a threat?
I think the D-line is very dynamic as well. They're quick. I think our offensive line has a plan for it, and I think we're able to execute Thursday night.
We're going to bring on the Paradise Honors Panthers. We're so excited to visit with these young men. Coach Seacock and a couple of his players joining us here on the program. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time. Give us the lowdown on the Paradise Honors program. We're excited to come over there at you guys' place on Thursday Night Football. Just tell us how things are going over there for the Panthers.
Yeah, we literally just came off the practice field. We were practicing tonight. We're on fall break, so that's why these guys don't want to have their fancy hair out. They got their things on right there. They got real nice hair around here. But it's been is my fourth head job, to be honest with you. I've had, and I told these guys this the other day, that the most impressive part about this has been how much the seniors have just bought in and like become part of us. We get along so well. I mean, we're hard on them coaching-wise, but the senior class, you know, taking over. And in my first meeting, I was a little nervous with someone. They were nervous with me. But then once we started really looking with, started doing football stuff, it's been awesome. Like, you know, I don't know how many guys we have, 13, 14 seniors maybe, right? Around there. There's not one of them that hasn't done everything we've asked. And that's, you know, in year 28 of coaching, that's made this for me really, really enjoyable. And, you know, because sometimes when you take over, some kids just don't believe in your vision or how you're going to do things. And that's okay. And, you know, they have some connections with the previous staff. And as they got to know us, man, it's been awesome. I enjoy coming to practice every day, even though like I've been doing this for a long time.
Coach, you mentioned the seniors have bought in. What kind of culture are you looking to build for the seniors to buy into? What kind of culture are you looking to represent your program?
I'm a real simple guy. I just want to have a good practice. Our thing is win today, and you know, just be that. And you know, we've talked about things of where we want to be more physical. We believe in the game is a physical type. We want to, but then off the field, you know, when we're out in the community, we want to be leaders in the community, and they've done a really good job with that. And I've seen throughout situations where our character is shined more than as with some other places in schools. And that's why these two guys are picked here, because they do a lot for us. They lead by example, and they lead vocally, and they lead in the classroom and on campus. You know, they do everything we're asking.
Coach, you brought along defensive back Drew Dewitt and Preston Brown, your wide receiver. Tell us about Preston first off, and what he means to your offense as we take a look at some of his film.
He's going to love it. He loves the attention. What do we call him? Our offensive line coach calls him the Golden Boy, and I call him Hollywood Brown sometimes. And the dude's a straight baller. You know, last year there were some more passing attempts in a different system, different quarterback, and he lit it up. And, you know, I know we have the Dante Tyson and the young man at Thunderbird are fantastic receivers. And this young man's just as good as any of those guys. And like I always say, if he was 6'4", he'd have FCS schools all over him. But what, about 5'7"? No, he's about 5'10". Fantastic football player. I loves it, competes, plays both ways, returns kicks. So does Drew. Drew plays some D, holds. He's been playing with a broken pinky for like 5 weeks. You know, he doesn't say a word, and he talks him. He does like every other receiver. He never gets the ball enough, and he talks a lot of trash.
Yeah, Preston, I mean, we're looking at your highlights right now. What do you feel you do well? What do you feel your strengths are?
Honestly, I don't even really know. I feel I just, whatever the coach, like, I just follow the calls well, whatever the coach says, and just execute the play well. The full effort. I feel like that's just my biggest strength.
Coach, tell us about Drew. Obviously, we know that championship football programs are usually built around a really solid defense. Tell us his production in the defensive backfield for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, the most competitive guy. He's still the most competitive guy in the program. They get after it in practice, and Preston will be like, hey, throw me a go ball so I could head top. And Drew will talk trash back, you know. When you and again, Drew's and he's gonna laugh, and he knows I make fun of him, but he's the tallest guy in the world. But some small school is going to be really happy if he wants to play like Division III football, because he's ultra competitive. He takes on the challenge each week. He lines up against the other team's best receiver. Last week he took on the challenge at Peoria and just lined up and played man-to-man on that young man with 40 yards. And if you looked at them, they're contrasting in physical style. But Drew DeWitt he's a competitor. That's what I like about it. He the guy, if there was going to be a fight and we were stuck in an alley, we have some big dudes. We have a guy that's like 6'8", and we have a couple. If it was me and I needed somebody to have my back, I'd pick Drew. That's how I describe him.
Drew, you know, obviously going up against Preston every day in practice, how does that help you and prepare you for that game?
Honestly, it just brings out the best in me, because Preston is, I think, one of the better receivers that we have in 4A. And I've been going against him for the past 3 years, and it just makes me better every day in practice.
Now, guys, I don't have to ask if you have fun playing football there for Coach Seacock. I can already tell that it is a whole lot of fun to be involved with that Paradise Honors football program. Yeah. We looked at some of your film there. You guys are getting to take some long road trips like the one you took out, looks like, to play Mojave and Bullhead City. How do you guys bond on those trips? And do you realize that 20, 30 years from now, you're not going to remember the score of this Thursday night football this week, but you will remember some of those road trips that you take with your brothers and some of the good times that you had on the field?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say just like obviously it's like a 4-hour drive. It's a long drive. It's just fun to be with your team and bond the entire way there. Just joke around, have fun. But then there's obviously the time you like lock in. That's supposed to be close, but it's always a fun time to be with the team.
They're kind of used to it too. At being in 3 last year, they have to take. These guys have been here all 4 years. They've had to take some longer bus rides. I think they're excited for some of the shorter ones. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Preston, do you like to set goals for yourself? Like, obviously as a team, you want to go win every game, you want to win every day. But individually, is there like a goal that you have? I want to catch this many passes, for this many yards and this many touchdowns throughout the year. Do you set goals for yourself?
Oh yeah, 100%. That's before the season. I set my goals every year before every season. So yes, I do have my goals.
Drew, as you look at this Thunderbird Titans team on film, what are you seeing from the offense, and how are you guys kind of, without giving away any trade secrets here, how are you trying to slow them down this Thursday?
I think like the main thing, just being in position based on what they give us, because they obviously run a lot of different formations. So it's just going to be being lined up in the right spot and making the plays.
Feel the burn in Phoenix's newest hotspot. Hot Chicken Alley brings the sizzling Nashville-style hot chicken straight to your plate. Our finger-licking sandwiches set your taste buds on fire. Join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tatum and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
On day, communication is everything. Procom offers the most powerful, most reliable headsets on the market. Paired with our state-of-the-art coach-to-player communication tools, your team is sure to dominate. It's time to communicate like a pro. Visit us at procomheadsets.com.
It starts with a dream and a desire to be the best. You got the talent, you got the drive, and work ethic. But to get recruited, it takes more than that. You need a play. That's where Recruit ID comes in. Our digital tools connect you with college programs that are fast, easy, and effective. Your dream is closer than you think. Let's get you seen. Visit recruitid.net and take your recruitment to the next level.
Folks, welcome back to Paradise Honors High School as we get you ready for the Panthers and the Titans. First time these two teams will meet. Thunderbird and Paradise Honors, a big time 4A Skyline matchup. Thunderbird coming in 0-2 in the 4A Skyline, 6-2 on the season. Paradise Honors 4-3. They're 1-1 in the 4A Skyline. So, needless to say, JP, we talked about it in the first segment. This is a big game for both of these football teams.
Yeah, it's a huge game here, and this is that time of the season, Ed, as we talked about over the last couple of weeks. Playoffs are closing in, and we're starting to separate the men from the boys here and really starting to see the rankings are coming out now, and things are going to start shaking out, and we're going to start looking at the playoff seedings here in just a few short weeks.
Yeah, it really is about these teams jockeying for playoff positioning, right?
Yes, it really is. So we're excited for this one out here tonight as the Paradise Honors Panthers prepare to battle the Thunderbird Titans. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the starting lineups here tonight for both these football teams. We'll start out with the Paradise Honors Panthers offense. And as we know, this campus very familiar with a young man named Gage Baker, who showed out here over the past few seasons for Paradise Honors. But tonight, the starters tonight, number 11, Robert Cassis, the sophomore, will be the quarterback. Running back tonight for the Panthers will be number 5, Chuck Van Dyke Jr. Wide receiving core will consist of Preston Brown. We got to talk to him the other night on the Desert Gridiron game plan. Jackson Short and Ty Woodhouse Gandy Jr. round out the wide receiving core, along with Isaiah Upshaw. Up front tonight on the offensive line, it'll be Jaden Marquez, Abe Torres, Chase Coates, Ryland Wilson, and Sean Limmers will round out the starting offense tonight for Paradise Honors. And I'm excited to see what these guys can do under Coach Seacock.
Me too. It's actually Sean Lilmars.
Milmars. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
We were talking to the PA voice of the Panthers, and he said there's nothing lil about Sean Lilmars. This guy's big, the right tackle. Guy makes it happen. But it really does, everything really does go through Chuck Van Dyke, JP. He's having a great season this year. 1,255 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns. Kid's already got 5 100-plus rushing yard games. So you will see a lot of number 5 tonight, as he will be the definite bell cow for the Panthers.
And the opposing defense for the Thunderbird Titans tonight. And a lot of stars on the defensive side of the football for Coach Nallette and those Thunderbird Titans. And, of course, the graphic is not popping up there for us, Ed. But give us the defensive starters tonight for the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, you know, when technology doesn't work, we go to another form of technology.
Yes.
So the Titans, they run a 4-3 defense. Their defensive end, number 44, Andrew Little, one of the Little brothers.
Yes.
There's a million of them on this team. The 2 defensive linemen, number 57, Javier Purcell. He's a senior. The defensive lineman, number 77, Matt Mock. He's a senior. The other defensive end, number 55, Sean Cosgrove. He's a senior. Your 3 linebackers, number 27, Cale Cordova. He's a junior. Number 40, Hunter Donathan. No, he's a junior. Number 1, Owen St. Clair. He's a senior. So those are your 3 linebackers. Your secondary, your 2 cornerbacks, number 11, Joel Fungafat. He's a junior. Number 6, King James. Love that name. Where do you get that name from?
I wonder.
He's a junior, number 6, King James. Your safeties, a strong safety, number 13, Dominic Brasso. He's a senior. And number 5, the all-world, Darryl Little II.
Oh,
he's only a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
Folks, if you've never seen this kid play football, he's special.
Listen, if you've spent any time around the Thunderbird Titans organization, you are well aware of the fact that the Little family can flat out play some football.
Yes, they can. Just talk about Darryl. He's got 39 catches coming into the game, almost 1,100 yards receiving, 12 touchdowns to go along with almost 300 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and almost 300 kickoff return yards. So tell me this kid can't do it all, because he can. And he's only a sophomore.
A sophomore. You know, they got him listed here on the roster, Ed, a wide receiver, defensive back, kick returner. We call him ATHs. And as you mentioned, just a sophomore, checking in 6 foot, 185 pounds.
And what did I write on my roster?
ATH. That's exactly right.
This kid is,
you can see
a monster.
The Panthers are about ready to go hunting here tonight, Ed. And we got that monitor that I keep forgetting about, so I keep looking over here out of habit. But
I know. Let's look down
we'll
here.
We'll take advantage of that and stay out of our producer's way a little bit more here tonight. Let her do her thing. Here come the Paradise Honors Panthers. Taking the field here. We're about 6 minutes away from the fine folks over at 12 Plus joining us for kickoff here at 7 p.m. sharp for a little bit of Thursday night fever. And Ed, our first trip out here to Paradise Honors, what a beautiful campus. And we talked to our public address announcer here tonight. This field just weeks old.
Yeah, it just was laid in August.
Wow.
Like a couple months ago, August. Not last August, a few months ago, August.
We welcome you back inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth, and a special shout-out to all of our sponsors here this season on Thursday Night Football. All Insurance, Burrito Express, Procom Headsets. I mentioned All Insurance, Hot Chicken Alley, of course, providing us with some outstanding food this season, and we certainly appreciate all of the support from our sponsors, including Recruit ID as well.
Exactly. Without them, we can't do this.
A beautiful night tonight out at Paradise Honors High School. Very little wind to speak of. 77 degrees here as we get ready for kickoff here in Surprise. We're about ready for our national anthem. 5 minutes away from the 12 plus folks joining us here. And so we're going to step out here and let you enjoy tonight's national anthem here at Paradise Honors High School. A rousing rendition of our Star Spangled Banner provided by the Paradise Honors High School Band here in Surprise. We are excited you joined us here tonight for Thursday Night Fever here on the Epic Sports Network. And the fine folks over at 12 Plus will be joining us here in just about 3 minutes from now. Captains are ready to take the field, and we are about ready to roll here from Paradise Honors High School in Surprise. So glad you joined us tonight. Our talented Epic Sports Network crew on hand here tonight. Our producer, Sonia Tellez. Of course, Mr. Jamal Gumo will be running our main shot here very shortly. Angel Amador on our sideline camera tonight. Captains are out at midfield. We'll get you right inside the coin toss there. 2 minutes away from the folks at 12 Plus joining us. Paradise Honors has won the toss.
Obviously, they didn't plan that there were going to be this many people for this little place. Obviously, they didn't plan there were going to be this many people. This plus, what they've got up there, plus they get.
And we're going to get you tonight's officiating crew here as well.
The problem is,
for the Arizona Interscholastic Association.
they don't hire the best architect for what.
Our referee tonight is Mr. Steve Castillo. Our umpire this evening is Mr. Jalen Lester. Mike O'Connor is our head linesman. Zachary Perry is our line judge. And our back judge this evening is Mr. Patrick Thompson.
You look in the bathrooms and you see where they cut corners.
We are about ready to go here. We're going to have them hold them up on the field there and make sure we don't start this game before the folks at 12 Plus join us. So Paradise Honors has won the toss. They have elected to receive, Ed. And we're about a minute or so away from kickoff here as we get ready for the folks from 12 Plus to join us. Preston Brown and Drew Dewitt back deep to receive for the Paradise Honors Panthers.
And, of course, the key for Paradise Honors, JP, in their first possession, you're going to see a lot of Chuck Van Dyke, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, almost 1,300 rushing yards. So this guy's going to be featured pretty prominently in their offense. Can they get off to a fast start against Thunderbird?
The right leg is swung through. We are underway here. Preston Brown on the return there for Paradise Honors. And we welcome you, all of you folks joining us here tonight on 12 Plus. Thursday Night Football on the air from Surprise. It's the Thunderbird Titans and the Paradise Honors Panthers. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. We'll bring in the third member of our broadcast team here, Mr. Matt Ross, here in just a little bit. We're just underway from Paradise Honors High School in Surprise. So glad you joined us tonight on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network. Paradise Honors goes to work now from their own 33-yard line. They'll hand it off, coming near side, Chuck Van Dyke. Van Dyke with a nice run there.
Paradise Honors coming into the game averaging 7.1 yards per rush, 209 rushing yards per game, courtesy of a lot of yards from the man you just saw, number 5, Chuck Van Dyke. He is the guy that stirs the drink for this offense for Paradise Honors.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 6 now. They'll hand it off. Ty Woodhouse Gandy on the carry. Tries to bounce it outside. Then a host of white jerseys meeting him there near the 40-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and short here now. Out of split backs, the ball gets loose. Robert Cassis is able to finally pounce on it somehow right there. So that's a big play defensively right there for Thunderbird, as you see it on the recruit ID replay.
Good stop there by Thunderbird, getting a 3-and-out. Abio Diaz, number 12, the punter, he lines up. He's getting ready to kick back to Thunderbird.
4th down and 11 here. A high spiraling punt. Fielded at the 30-yard line. Nice return on the play, far side there for Thunderbird. Still on his feet. And finally out of bounds on the far side. Who else but Darrell Little, as we see Elijah Little checking in here saying, hey, game time. And Elijah, glad you're tuned in here tonight, watching your former team play here tonight, and we're excited to watch what these Titans can do here this evening.
Oh, yeah. Number 5 already making his presence felt on special teams. We talked about it before. Almost 300. Well, now he's over 300 kickoff return yards. So there's nothing that Darrell Little can't do for the Thunderbird Titans. This kid is a monster.
Thunderbird goes to work. They come near side. A handoff, turning the corner, and burrowing out near the 35-yard line is Malachi Little. And here he comes. You see it on the recruit ID replay right there. Little finally upended there by a host of Panthers, but not before a 9-yard pickup to the Paradise Honors 35-yard line. J.P. Stewart in the shotgun. Flanked to the left there by Malachi Little. Little once again, a little RPO. He'll go right side. Has blockers, and he's tripped up there on the edge by the Paradise Honors defense. Josh Iya on the stop. 6'2" junior linebacker, showing you how it's done, doing a great job keeping outside contained.
Right, outside contain the penetration to get the Malachi Little, get him back in the back for a stop. That's what you're going to need to do all night long. If you're the Panthers defense, you've got to get in that backfield. You've got to stop both of the Littles, Darrell, Malachi, whatever other Little they throw at you. They throw pretty much every Little at you.
There's a lot of Littles out there for that Thunderbird team. 3rd down and a yard right here. Get you that field look right there. Split backs here for Thunderbird. J.P. Stewart back to pass. Goes through the air. Near side, it falls incomplete. Intended for Darrell Little. And so the incompletion will bring up 4th down and a yard here. And what do you do if you're Coach Nolet? Offense on the field, or do you kick it away and play defense, Ed?
With this offense, I think I'm going to go for it if I'm coaching Nolet. If you got Darrell Little, Malachi Little, all these weapons, keep them on the field.
Fourth down and a yard. They will keep the offense on the field right here. They're going to go with a little tricker. Oh, JP's under center now. He'll turn, fake the give. Now they'll try to give it to Little in the backfield, and it falls to the turf. Evan Seashoals covering it up right there for Paradise Honors. And Seashoals right there on top of the play. Little doing a nice job of protecting that football, but it'll be essentially a turnover on downs and 1st down for the Panthers.
JP, perhaps a little bit too much going on offensively in the backfield.
Yes.
So much misdirection, guys going in different directions, and JP Stewart not able to make the handoff properly to Darrell Little. But like you said, good for him to pounce on the football and not turn it over, even though they did turn it over on 4th down.
Here come the Panthers now. Chuck Van Dyke coming near side, hurdling the defender as he crosses the 50. And Chuck Van Dyke with an outstanding run there for Paradise Honors. He's going to pick up 7 yards on the scamper.
It really looked like the entire defense it took to bring down Chuck Van Dyke. They literally came down right in front of us. Their bench is in front of us. So it looked, all you saw was a sea of white jerseys trying to bring down Chuck Van Dyke.
Man alive.
This kid is something else.
He sure is. 2nd down and 3 here after the 7-yard pickup. A little quick pitch. Penalty flags fly here. They tried to get Preston Brown there on the quick hitter, and it's a false start assessed to Paradise Honors. So that'll back the Panthers up 5 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 right here. Just under 8 minutes remaining in our first quarter. Second down and 8. To the air. It bounces off the chest plate of Jackson Short and falls incomplete. You're going to see it right here from behind the play. And Robert Cassis swings it out there quickly, but the ball just a little bit too high for Jackson Short.
For me, JP, it didn't look like it was too high there where Jackson couldn't bring it in. Maybe it was a little bit too fast coming at him.
Could have been.
But that's a catch that Jackson should have brought in.
3rd and 8 here. Under 7.5 to play in our first quarter. Preston Brown, they try it once again, and it goes sideways. Cassis able to pounce on the football, and then you see big number 73, Francisco Morales Quiros, coming in there and laying it down for the Titans. He almost got on top of that pigskin.
He almost did. First it was Darryl Little for Thunderbird, almost fumbling the ball away. Now it's Preston Brown, almost fumbling the ball away in the backfield for Paradise Honors.
4th down and 8 here now. Abel Diaz back to punt it away for Paradise Honors. And, of course, D. Little back deep to receive for the Titans. A high spiraling kick. Oh, man, trying to put it in that coffin corner down there.
Nice coffin corner.
He caroms it out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Man, what a punt right there for Abel Diaz. And the right leg for number 12 is something special here tonight for Paradise Honors.
Oh, yeah, Diaz coming into the game averaging 27.3 yards per punt, but that was textbook kicking right there for Diaz to coffin corner it right there and put Thunderbird in dire field position when it comes to them.
Ed, we talk about it every single week. Special teams, possibly one of the most important thirds of the football game.
Yep.
And right now, Paradise Honors playing really well in that third of this game.
Yes, sir.
So now the Titans are going to be backed up in their own end here.
They've got a 98-yard drive.
J.P. Stewart, he'll go under center. I formation. He'll turn, hand it off to the tailback. It's Little. Oh, correction. That is 21 right there. Malachi Little. It is Little. I got it right, Ed.
Yeah. It's one Little.
Just say Little. You might have it right for Thunderbird. A nice job standing it up on the end right there by Josh Ahia, the 6'2", 205 junior linebacker. Clock continues to wind. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So glad you joined us tonight on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you get in the comments there and let us know where you're watching tonight's ball game from. J.P. Stewart under center. He'll turn. Fake the give. Roll to his right. Go to the air. Darryl Little was the intended target. And it was well covered there by Drew Dewitt, among others, for Paradise Honors. And it was great to catch up with Dewitt the other night on the Desert Gridiron game plan.
Yeah, you and Jamal did a great job talking to both teams, both head coaches, both talented players on both of these football teams. Drew
and Ed,
being one of
how
them.
great was Jamal?
Oh, he was great. And now Jamal's up running the main camera.
That's right. We got our own ATH right here on the Epic Sports Network. His name's Jamal Gumo.
Jamal Gumo, our ATH.
That's right. 3rd down and 9 here now for the Titans. They got to get out of this trouble here deep in their own end.
Is the defense going to pin their ears back and come after them?
Stewart swings it out to the right. It's caught. And nowhere to go as the Panthers defense rallies to the football. Parker Daly on the stop that time for the Panthers. Darryl Little, the ball carrier that time, or the reception for Thunderbird.
It's a great job of complimentary defense for the Panthers, JP. Parker Daly, you mentioned, and a host of others coming after Darryl Little, which is what you're going to have to do against number 5. You got to throw multiple guys at him, because if you go one-on-one, he's liable to bust it off.
First down and 10 here now for Thunderbird. Stewart moves a little early. He was on the back feet right there, Ed, and drew the false start penalty. just weaving back there in the shotgun a little bit too much.
False start against Thunderbird. They'll move back to a 1st and 15.
That's one thing you don't want to do, JP. When you're deep in your own territory, you get a good game by Darrell Little, and then you back yourself up with a needless penalty.
You just can't do that sort of stuff.
No.
Especially in your own end.
No, sir.
1st down and 15 here now. 2 receivers to each side for Little. He goes to the air. J.P. Stewart. Oh, nearly complete. Darrell Little, the intended target. Preston Brown providing blanket coverage right there for Paradise Honors.
Yeah, Preston doing a really good job so far covering Darrell Little. As we see another flag come out.
Number 2, Preston Brown.
2nd down and 15 now.
Did they pick the flag up?
Oh, no, they're going to give him the 10-yard penalty.
Okay.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 here, I believe, unless they're going to keep it 1st down. And right now the down marker shows 1st, so 1st down and 5 here for Thunderbird as we approach 5 minutes remaining here in our 1st quarter. Stewart hands it off. Coming near side. Owen St. Clair, room to run. St. Clair finally brought down after he crosses the 20-yard line. And you see the backside guard and tackle right there, pull Ed, and the ball carrier had a nice convoy out in front of him that time.
Yes, he did. Sean Cosgrove, the left tackle, number 55, number 54. Nate Davis, the left tackle, left guard. Those guys are pulling, leading, letting Owen St. Clair do what he does best, which is run the football.
2 receivers left. Split backs behind J.P. Stewart. Inside handoff. Room to run. Still on his feet. Number 40 for Thunderbird. And unfortunately, I don't have a 40 on my roster, Ed, do you?
Me neither.
Me neither. Janet Peck is tuning in and joining us from Flagstaff tonight. Great to have you on the broadcast, Janet. Appreciate you checking in with us here. So penalty yardage right now, and Paradise Honors giving free yardage here to the Titans.
Which is something you never want to do throughout the course of a football game. Give your opposition free yards.
Absolutely not. 1st down and 10. Stewart under center. Gives it to the quick back. That was Darrell Little right there. Little's churning the feet. And he'll be very near the line to gain, maybe a yard or 2 shy. But Little showing you how it's done with the lower body strength right there. And it looks like Josh Ahia, first one to make contact there on the Thunderbird ball carrier. It'll be a 9-yard pick up there for Little. 2nd down and 1 upcoming here.
Darrell Little continuing to churn his legs, showing his lower body strength. Knowing guys are going to be draped over him, you've got to use those legs to churn and get those extra yards.
J.P. Stewart now under center. 2nd down and a yard. Out of a wing left. Play fake. Bootleg. It's caught at the 45-yard line. Number 40 on the scamper out across the 50-yard line. And he'll be into plus territory. It'll be another 1st down for the Thunderbird Titans. And right now, J.P. Stewart has this offense moving.
Folks, if you're in the chat and you know who number 40 is, please tell us who it is because he is not on our travel roster. He's not on Max Prep's roster. We don't know who he is.
Maybe Elijah Little will know. Maybe Trippy, who's joining us from San Diego tonight, might have
Elijah,
an idea.
who is that?
Well,
Elijah knows everybody.
Chat. See if they can help us out here, Ed. That's right. It's more like everybody knows Elijah.
Yeah, that too.
And so they will send a player off here.
That's Darrell Little going off. Who's coming in for him?
Is that a 6 or an 8, Ed?
Turn around. Is that a 6
or an 8? You see how it's
eight?
tucked under the jersey right there. Can't tell.
It's either King James. That might be King James. That is him.
A high snap, a handoff to Owen St. Clair. St. Clair will burrow his way to the 48-yard line. Pick up a hard yard and bring up 2nd down and 9 right here.
It's always difficult when those numbers get so bunched up on those jerseys, JP.
Yes.
We're like, is it number 6? Is it number 8? In this case, it's King James. King James, 5'10", 155. He's a junior wide receiver and free safety.
Just over 2 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. A fast-moving first quarter, Ed. We've been playing football for 17 minutes right now. Wow.
Oh, it's Hunter Donathan. That's who it is.
Okay. Thank you for that. Far side, it's caught. Number 3, Devell Peterson on the reception for Thunderbird. There we go. Hunter Donathan. Thank you, Desert Dog 2K.
I think it's Donathan.
Donathan. Hunter Donathan. We got this.
Thank you, Desert Dog 2K.
First down and 10 now for the Titans from the Paradise Honors 37-yard line. Clock stops with 1:58 remaining here in the first quarter. 2-by-2 on the outside. Stewart goes far side. Devell Peterson had trouble with it. ABL Diaz making the stop on the far side over there for Paradise Honors.
Diaz, number 3 in
loss
tackles.
of 2 on the play. Sorry, Ed.
Sorry, JP. Diaz, number 3 on the team in tackles, 35 now, make it 36, 2 TFLs, 18 solo. So this guy just gets it done at the linebacker spot.
He's got himself a TFL right there of 2 yards. Second down and 12 here now for Thunderbird. 2-by-1 outside for Stewart. They'll motion one across. Give it backside to Donathan. And Donathan plunges ahead to the 35-yard line. Once again, Abel Diaz on the stop. And I tell you what, almost every defensive play tonight for the Panthers, number 12 is in there.
Yes. If Abel's not punting the ball, he's making plays on defense. So far, JP, this is a good drive for the Titans. Starting at their own 2-yard line. Now they're well within Paradise Honors territory. It's a good drive. Can they culminate it? Can they cap it with a touchdown?
Right.
That's what I want to see.
Can they cash it in? Third down and 8 here now. J.P. Stewart will split backs from the shotgun. Looks to throw. Sets the feet. Far side. Incomplete. Intended for Darrell Little and well covered over there by Drew DeWitt. DeWitt blanketing the receiver right there. And not a whole lot of room, not a whole lot of a window to foot that football into, Ed.
I'm going to sound corny by saying this, but Drew has to do it.
He has. You're right.
You get it?
Yes, I do.
I know that sounded terrible, folks, but I had to throw that out there.
It's all good. Fourth down and 8 here now. And it looks like the offense will stay on the field here for Thunderbird. 2 receivers to each side for Stewart. He retreats, goes to the air. Little, the intended target, it falls incomplete. Preston Brown providing coverage right there for the Panthers, and outstanding coverage at that.
That is fantastic coverage by number 2.
Man.
Wow.
See it once again right there on the Recruit ID replay. And once again, Ed, a turnover on downs, a seesaw affair here tonight in Surprise.
Paradise Honors with that bend but don't break defense.
Yes.
They gave up a good amount of yards on that drive, but the most important thing is they gave up no points.
So now, Robert Cassis in the offense back to work here for the Panthers. They'll hand it off right up the middle. A huge head of steam there for Chuck Van Dyke. And number 5 was in 3rd gear there, maybe even 4th gear, Ed, before he got to the line of scrimmage.
Well, maybe even 5th or 6th gear. I think that guy's always revved up to 5th gear at least.
Ooh, my goodness. Van Dyke running behind the pads.
Talk about a runaway freight train.
Here he comes again. Changing direction. Into plus territory goes Chuck Van Dyke. And number 5 churning the legs right there. 5'10", Ed, and I'm going to guess 185, 190 on Van Dyke.
Yeah, folks, if you're a fan.
Maybe there's a few Van Dykes here near the broadcast booth that can confirm that for us. We'll have to see. On the run, far side, once again, Chuck Van Dyke out near the 25-yard line of Thunderbird. And you see it once again on the replay. Van Dyke gets into open space, and he is a problem. We've reached the end of our first quarter in Surprise, Arizona Paradise Honors High School. Stay with us. Second quarter action coming up next here. You
Folks, welcome back to second quarter action. Nothing out here in Surprise. Paradise Honors and Thunderbird, really good for a skyline game so far throughout the first 12 minutes, James.
It really is an my kind of football. Ed, back and forth, defensive battle. It could be one of those bend, don't break situations here tonight. Which team is going to give up the first points and get that momentum? We'll have to see.
Right. We just saw Paradise Honors do the bend but don't break defense. Give up a lot of yards in that drive to Thunderbird, but they give up no points. That's the most important thing for them.
So now they flipped into the field, and Paradise Honors working right to left on your screen. Here goes Chuck Van Dyke down near the 10-yard line. Finally stopped there by Andrew Little. But not before a big gainer there for Paradise Honors. First down and 10 for the Panthers now. The ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Robert Cassis from the shotgun hands it off. Van Dyke wrapped up in the backfield. Number 1, Owen St. Clair penetrating and getting the stop. But we have a penalty flag on the play.
JP, give props to that Paradise Honors offensive line. They're putting in work tonight. That
No
left
penalty,
tackle,
correction,
Jaden
no penalty
Marquez.
flag.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. So Chuck Van Dyke is the tailback. He'll get the call. Left side, cuts it back upfield, lowers the headgear as he crosses the 5. And he's swallowed up there by a host of Thunderbird Titans led by Sean Cosgrove.
The left tackle, Jaden Marquez, number 75, number 77, Abe Torres, the left guard. Those guys are pulling, letting Chuck Van Dyke do what he does. All Chuck's got to do is follow his blockers.
Chuck just has to have that patience, Ed. Wait for that hole or wait for that little bit of crease and then hit that thing. Here we go. Paradise Honors lines up in a little full house formation. They're going to run right behind the blockers. They hand it off to Chuck Van Dyke, and we got to see that one more time, Ed. You don't see that too often. They line 3 backs up right there behind the left guard and left tackle.
Yeah.
And they try to go that way, and Chuck Van Dyke not able to get movement. So here we go. They'll do it once again. Direct snap to Van Dyke. The blockers are there this time, and they pull him down. Darryl Little on the stop there for the Thunderbird Titans. And right now, the Titans defense standing strong here at the goal line.
Wow, great goal line defense so far for the Titans to hold them off 3 consecutive times. Now, did they get the first down on that one? They gave it to them.
So they did get the first down right there.
But they didn't get in.
Wow.
Wow. Wow is right. Got to give this Titans defense their flowers. 3 straight plays, they held them.
And how about Robert Cassis, the sophomore, driving this team down the field right here. Cassis now from the shotgun. Van Dyke gets the call. He'll run right into number 44, Andrew Little. My goodness. Little coming up there and absolutely stoning the ball carrier.
The two defensemen did. Andrew Little, also Sean Cosgrove, number 55. They both popped in and got Chuck Van Dyke on that tackle.
So the Panthers will line up once again now. Cassis checks the wristband. Van Dyke gets the call. Nothing but green grass. He tries to turn inside, and he's upended right there by Darrell Little. Oh, my goodness. A submarine tackle there for number 5.
You talk about a defensive stand for the Titans so far, JP.
Oh, man.
How many plays did they run down here? 6 or 7?
This has got to be play 6 at least.
And they still haven't gotten in.
3rd down for the Panthers. Cassis. Chuck Van Dyke finally burrows his way into the end zone for the Paradise Honors touchdown. Chuck Van Dyke kept knocking on the door, Ed, and finally kicked it down.
If at first you don't succeed, try 7 or 8 more times. You may get in.
Oh,
wow.
man. It's all about the determination.
Yes.
Keep it going. Man.
But you got to give some love to that Titans defense, though, JP.
Oh, absolutely.
They held strong, didn't they?
That was great stuff right there.
That was a great stand.
That defense, nothing to hang their head about right here.
No.
Nathan Unsurround for the PAT. It's up, and it's good. With 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in our first quarter, the Paradise Honors Panthers 7 and the Thunderbird Titans 0. We're going to bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team here in just a second, Mr. Matt Ross. But you, Ed, you said it. An impressive drive for Paradise Honors and an impressive almost goal line stand down there for the Thunderbird Titans.
Right. So Paradise Honors, they just kept knocking and knocking and knocking, and the Titans wouldn't open the door. But eventually they had to blow the door down, and they did, courtesy of Chuck Van Dyke.
They sure did. 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Correction, second quarter. My mistake. Second quarter here.
That first quarter went so fast, didn't it?
Wait a minute. It did go fast. Crazy fast. A great crowd on hand here tonight as well, Ed. The weather cooperating. A lot different than we had last Thursday.
Oh, yes. Don't let us flash back to the end of that Tolleson game and us trying to get out of there.
That was quite a comedy of errors last
It was an adventure
Thursday
getting
night.
out of there.
Here comes Thunderbird now across the 30-yard line, still running. Oh, my goodness. Another one of those littles. Zychon Little in there.
Zyshawn?
Zyshawn?
Yeah, sounds about right.
A 5'9" sophomore. And you said it, Ed. A great return there for Thunderbird, but a penalty flag here. We'll see if it will stand. It's going to be an illegal block in the back, assessed to Thunderbird. So our referee tonight, Mr. Steve Castillo, and the rest of its outstanding AIA officiating crew here this evening. And we are so glad you joined us here tonight on Thursday Night Football here on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network.
Thunderbird's offense will take over at the 33-yard line.
And so now Thunderbird will go back to work. J.P. Stewart under center. And they'll go to work try to motion over a receiver. And we have a timeout on the field. So with 8:08 remaining here in our first half, let's go ahead and step aside and take a we're going to keep it right here because we're not quite ready for those commercials yet. No problem. We're going to also bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team here in just a little bit, Mr. Matt Ross joining us here. We will get our sideline microphone situation situated, Ed.
Yep. Matt's looking for some AA batteries currently.
And I'm hoping he's going to find some in there. That's the thing. As we welcome you back inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth, a great back-and-forth football game here through one quarter and some change out here at Paradise Honors High School.
Yeah, finally Paradise Honors knocks the door down, courtesy of Chuck Van Dyke. It was a great defensive stand for Thunderbird, but eventually Paradise Honors got in. They couldn't hold them forever.
That's right. That's right. You can't hold them off forever. Thunderbird hands it off. Malachi Little, 5'9", 150 pounds. And I tell you what, the Littles, Ed, they almost got a starting offense out there for the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, pretty much. Where's Elijah in the chat? Elijah, check in
on
with
the
us.
chat. He's on there. You know he's watching. He's kicking back. Enjoying the broadcast tonight, as we are as well, Ed. 2nd down and 7 here. 7.5 minutes remaining in our first half. Split backs, they'll hand it off to Owen St. Clair. St. Clair will pick up a couple out to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down here. 3rd down and 5. Actually make it 3rd down and 4 here.
JP, the Titans have such a high-powered offense, averaging 37 points coming into the game. So the Panthers doing what they need to do so far.
Yes.
Holding them to 0 points.
0 points. Big 3rd down right here for Thunderbird. Maybe even bigger for Paradise's defense. J.P. Stewart, play fake, bootleg, down the field. Got a receiver and it falls incomplete. Julian Alejandro had nothing but green grass and blue end zone in front of him. He was able to haul that one in right there from J.P. Stewart.
Oh,
man.
Alejandro, that was a fingertip catch. If he had that, he'd still be running right now. I know
So
he's
now
kicking
that
himself for not
changes the
catching
game
that.
here.
Yeah.
Preston Brown will await deep for Paradise Honors, and Thunderbird will punt it away here.
You only get so many opportunities in the game of football, JP, to convert and move on. That was one that they wish they had back.
You know, that could be one of those game-changing plays here, as we have a lot of football still remaining here in Surprise. That one's going to trickle to a stop at the 21-yard line. And that's where Paradise Honors will go back to work here. .6:31 remaining here in our first half, and we encourage you to stay with us at halftime, as we'll be joined by Mr. Rodney Cox from Game Time Recruiting and Consulting, and we'll talk about the upcoming Game Time Senior Bowl, Ed, which, hard to believe, is only a couple short months away, coming up first part of January over there at Ottawa University in Surprise.
I can't believe it's time for that already.
Yes.
There's a guy
nice
again,
run
JP.
on the play right there for the Panthers. Chuck Van Dyke starting to fire that thing up right here, Ed.
Oh, man. He's got that Mack truck engine revving,
He does.
doesn't he?
He does.
Uh-oh.
You can tell.
The Titans better watch out.
I see our official Epic Sports Network photographer down there, Mariah Diaz. Chuck Van Dyke running through arm tackles out to the 49-yard line. They're going to give him. It'll be a first down for Thunderbird and another nice gain there for CVD.
It took Hunter Donathan and Javier Purcell, both of those guys, to bring him down, and it still wasn't easy for them to bring down Van Dyke.
It never is. Never is. A very short gain on that handoff. It'll be 2 yards added to the total there for Chuck Van Dyke. 2nd down and 8 upcoming here for Paradise Honors. And I tell you, this half is cruising by, my friend.
It really is.
Man. Golly, we might be at Canes by 9:15 tonight. 2nd down and 8 here.
Yes, more chicken, Sonia.
We're all about the chicken, Sonia. Come on. Chuck Van Dyke just leaving a wake on his way to the 36-yard line there for Paradise Honors. And I tell you what, Paradise Honors might be able to put the game on the back of number 5 and just let him take it to the house.
As they've done all season long, JP. He's done it all season long.
Two receivers to each side now for Robert Cassis. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They go far side. And who else but number 5, Chuck Van Dyke, on the carry there for the Panthers. Just a wealth of talent out here tonight in Surprise, Ed.
It really is. Talent all over the place.
2nd down and 8 here after the 2-yard gain. How much fun is this, my friend? How much fun is this? Come on.
Too much.
Come on. We finally got this thing clipping. Robert Cassis will check the wristband. He's got split backs there in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. He'll put it into the belly of Ty Woodhouse Gandy. And Gandy will churn out to the 30-yard line. And it's really pick your poison right here for this Paradise Honors Panthers backfield. Right. They got a number of thoroughbreds back there for Coach Seacock.
Of course, you know it's led by number 5, Mr. Van Dyke. But if you can give it to Woodhouse Gandy,
yes,
let him get some yards, soften up this defense, then maybe you can go up top with your passing game.
The run game opens up the pass, Ed. 3rd down here for the Panthers. Here comes Van Dyke. Plenty of room. He turns the corner, runs through Titans defenders, runs over one of his own men. Oh, man.
Friendly
I tell you
fire.
what, you better look out because 5's coming. He's coming.
I mean, he'll apologize to you after the play, but in the middle of battle, hey, friendly fire.
A little friendly fire. I remember that from back in the day, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple tailbacks on my team. I tell you what, if you were blocking and you didn't get out of their way, you were going to get it.
Yeah, they're going to run you over.
You're going to get a helmet right in the back, and it never feels good. 2-by-1 on the outside. Chuck Van Dyke gets the call. And he is twisted down to the turf there by Travis Titsworth. Two and a half minutes remaining here in our first half. A 2-yard gain on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 8. Split backs now for Robert Cassis on 2nd down. He goes to the air. Got a receiver, drops it into the breadbasket. Touchdown for Preston Brown. The 5'11", 170-pound senior, showing you how it's done there in the corner of the end zone. Take a look here on the replay.
Great throw by Cassis, seeing that Preston Brown had beat his defensive back, just had to throw it. Brown got in the back of the end zone, extended, got his hands out there, caught the catch. Great culmination. Great way to finish that drive with a touchdown with 6. Not 3.
That's right.
But
Nope.
6.
Nope. That's how you get it done. You got to do that right in front of your home crowd here. You've got to cash in whenever possible. Nathan Unser, right leg. The kick is up and good. 2:01 remaining here in our first half. And the home Paradise Honors Panthers having their way right now with the Thunderbird Titans. And Chuck Van Dyke doing a great job here on the ground game for Paradise Honors.
Yeah. As we mentioned, the running game softens up the defense, lets them know that they've got to cover the running game. And then when the running game is good, that really does open up the passing game, James.
Let's send it down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Mr. Matt Ross, standing by. Matt, your thoughts on this first half of action here from Surprise?
Guys, I'm down here on the sideline after a little bit of technical difficulties, but it is perfect weather here at Paradise Honors for football. The whole crowd is out to support. No more rain delays, no more lightning delays, and the whole crowd is showing out as their team is up 14-0 going into this half here as there's only 2 minutes left on the clock. Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Matt. That was one of the keys to victory, well, for both of these teams.
Yes.
Get off to a fast start offensively, which Paradise Honors has done. play really good defense, which Paradise Honors has done, and they played really good special teams. So far, everything's working for Paradise Honors. Can they continue this trend throughout the course of the football game? Can they?
You know, Ed, we've talked about it. You can ride a really good run game and a really good defense well into the playoffs.
Sure. That can run you to a championship.
Yes, you really can. I mean, just look at the Denver Broncos circa 2015. We did that same thing there, Super Bowl 50 out there in Levi's Stadium.
And I'll tell you, your defense is sick this year.
Yeah, we got a good defense
You
this
got a
year.
really
You're
good defense in Denver.
You're right. They're going to go a little trickeration backside now to DeVell Peterson, and Peterson gets absolutely decked by Parker Daly on the far side. So you can appreciate the trick play right there, but then Daly just comes up and makes an outstanding open field tackle.
Daly not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Not
No.
falling for the okie doke. Great
Nope.
job. Great job of him reading and seeing where they're going. Great presence of mind. Great focus on special teams. As we just mentioned a few seconds ago.
Trying to make his case for that Burrito Express Player of the Game. Make sure you stay with us for the presentation of that following tonight's ball game. 1:55 remaining here in our first half. A quick moving first half, man. J.P. Stewart back to work now for the Titans. He's under pressure. He'll climb the pocket, and he's going to go down near the 20-yard line. Sam Johnson, the 6-foot senior, on the hunt right there for Paradise Honors. And you see those linebackers doing a great job staying square and keeping those eyes in the backfield.
Right.
A loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 now. J.P. Stewart in the shotgun. 3-by-1 on the outside. He surveys, goes up top. He's got a receiver, and it falls incomplete. DeVell Peterson had a shot at it, and unfortunately not able to haul it in right there for Thunderbird.
I know he was double covered. He had a lot of guys around him, but that's still a catch that DeVell Peterson had to make over the middle, JP.
You're right. There's that's maybe 2 of those now that could have been caught there for Thunderbird. Unfortunately, that would have been huge gainers and, more importantly, kept the drive alive.
Yeah, you're talking about the Julian Alejandro catch that he should have made right in front of us? Yep.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Stewart looks far side. Tunnel screen. Caught by Darrell Little. Penalty flag on the play. Wrapped up initially there by Josiah Figueroa. And so we'll have to check the laundry on the field and check in with Mr. Steve Castillo, tonight's referee. And we're going to try to get those ref mic working next week as well out there at Maryville. We'll be at the home of the Marydale Panthers next Thursday night. Holding call is declined against Thunderbird. So it'll bring up a 4th down here, and the punting unit will come on for the Titans. And some other scores from around the Grand Canyon State tonight because, as you know, we have kind of popularized this thing here they call Thursday Night Football over the past 5 seasons.
Yes, we have. Talking about those Maryville Panthers, they're up 20-0 on Alhambra.
Okay.
They're showing us something that we're going to see next week maybe.
They sure are. The Carter brothers, of course, making their return here to the Grand Canyon State. The punt is away, and it will take a Thunderbird bounce into Paradise Honors territory and come to rest at the 49-yard line. Some other scores from around State 48, Ed.
Yes, sir. First quarter, Desert Sunrise up 13-0 on Kofa. Let me scroll a little bit. Of course, Paradise Honors is still 14-0 here. Shadow Mountain, they're up 20-0 on Wickenburg. Shadow Ridge is up 6-0 on Williamsfield in the second quarter. Prescott up 13-7 on Flagstaff in the second quarter. Chrisman up 6-0 on Gilbert Christian in the second quarter.
It's crazy to think of how many Thursday night football games there are here every week now, Ed, during the season. Of course, the referee shortage has played into that a little bit, but it's become a thing.
It really has.
2 receivers to each side now for Cassis. He hands it off. Who else? Chuck Van Dyke. Little 5-on-5 right there at the 44-yard line. Darryl Little coming up and rallying for the tackle right there for the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, really nice open field tackle by Darryl Little, knowing that how to bring down number 5, Chuck Van Dyke, is bring his legs out, take his legs out, he comes down.
Young defenders, that's teaching tape right there for you. Exactly what Darryl Little did, get his head across the bow, sweep the legs out. Guy can't go anywhere, Ed.
Nope. Not even Chuck Van Dyke can go anywhere if his legs are in the air.
Nope. Timeout on the field with 42 seconds remaining here in our first half. A feverish first half, especially for the home Paradise Honors Panthers. And that running attack is something here tonight for these guys.
JP, I have one more score for you. ALA Queen Creek is shutting out Queen Creek, shutting out the Bulldogs 21-0.
A little battle of QC down there.
Yeah. I'm excited to get to Maryvale next week. Another new place we've never been to.
That's right. It'll be our first time over there at Maryvale. 2 receivers to each side now. Cassis goes to the air. Near side, it's caught on the sideline. A little toe tap right there for Isaiah Upshaw. And Upshaw doing a great job there. Got a couple yards on the play. They'll spot him down at the 44-yard line. And Ed, how great was it to meet the public address announcer here tonight as well? Doing some great stuff, actually broadcasting for Paradise Honors. Here goes Chuck Van Dyke, far side. He's still on his feet. He'll dive toward the end zone, and he'll score it for Paradise Honors. Chuck Van Dyke, my goodness. What can you say about the wherewithal for number 5? He's got such a propensity for the end zone.
If you cannot bring down Chuck Van Dyke behind the line of scrimmage, somewhere at the line of scrimmage, and he gets free like he did right there, he's going to do that. That is his, to go along with his touchdown earlier, that's his 15th rushing touchdown of the season.
Wow.
What a season number 5 is having.
The young man is something special, Ed.
Bucking for that Burrito Express player of the game?
I tell you what, he's probably already deciding what kind of sauce he wants on that thing at this point. My goodness, the PAT is up and good, and it's all Panthers here tonight in surprise. 21-0 with 26 seconds remaining here in our first half. Wow, what a game so far.
Yeah, so far for Paradise Honors, it's been a game.
As we test out that bumper music here live for you.
It's been a disaster for Thunderbird so far.
It's live television. It really has, Ed. And it's surprising because they check in here with a 6-2 mark, and we know what kind of team that Coach Nolet has over there at Thunderbird. But, hey, we also know there's a lot more football still to be played.
Yeah, but doesn't this really speak to the 4A skyline, the level of talent that are there? Thunderbird's already 0-2. At this rate, they're going to be 0-3 if they don't come back and win this game.
Yes.
One more time for the music, Sonia.
Hit that music, Sonia. Come on, let's get one more time. Okay, we'll
okay.
Wait. We're gonna hit it when we actually go to break here in a minute. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna give it a live test again. That one scooped up by Thunderbird near the 30-yard line.
Why don't we just play it all game long?
James right there with the special teams scoop for the Titans, and luckily James able to get on that football. Because that miscue would have been disastrous.
Yeah, if they would have turned that over in their own territory, gave the ball back to the Panthers, and you let number 5 back out there in the field, he's already feeling it. Don't give him another chance to bust you up again.
No, listen, if you're Thunderbird right now, you need to keep 5 on the blue sideline right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do everything you can here in this next 22 seconds to make sure he doesn't see the football field again.
And you need to get your number 5 involved.
Yes, exactly right. Stewart now from the shotgun. They hand it off far side. Zydshon Little. And Little out across the 45-yard line. And showing you how Littles play football here in the state of Arizona. Man, they're so elusive, Ed, so slippery, especially if they're able to turn the corner.
Right. If you get those Littles out in space, man, they'll destroy you.
All they need is a little crease, and it's over.
Isn't that right, Elijah?
We've played a half of football here in Surprise, Arizona. as the Paradise Honors Panthers lead the Thunderbird Titans 21-0. Halftime festivities coming up next, and don't forget, we'll be joined by Game Time Recruiting and Consulting's Mr. Rodney Cox here after the commercial timeout. Stay with us. Halftime festivities coming up next here at Paradise Honors. 21-0 our score. The Panthers leading the Titans here on Thursday Night Football. Stay with us. Halftime show is up next.
To feel the burn in Phoenix's newest hotspot, Hot Chicken Alley brings the sizzling Nashville-style hot chicken straight to your plate. Our finger-licking sandwiches will set your taste buds on fire. Come join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tatum and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
On game day, communication is everything. Procom offers the most powerful, most reliable headsets on the market. Paired with our state-of-the-art coach-to-player communication tools, your team is sure to dominate. It's time to communicate like a pro. Visit us at procomheadsets.com.
It starts with a dream and a desire to be the best. You got the talent, you got the drive, and the work ethic. But to get recruited, it takes more than that. You need a playbook. That's where Recruit ID comes in. Our digital tools connect you with college programs that are fast, easy, and effective. Your dream is closer than you think. Let's get you seen. Visit recruitid.net and take your recruitment to the next level.
Well, not so fast, folks, as we have 10.7 seconds remaining here in our first half as we welcome you back to Paradise Honors High School here in Surprise. 21-0 our score. We'll see if Thunderbird elects to take a knee here or if J.P. Stewart will take a shot at the end zone. They're going to turn, give it to the tailback, Darrell Little. Still on the run. Here goes Little. Out near the 25-yard line, where he is upended there by Preston Brown. Great open field tackle there by Brown, because as you know, if Little gets past that, he might have been nothing but house call right there for DL.
Yep.
So 3.4 seconds remaining here in the first half, and Thunderbird with a chance here, Ed. No doubt they're going to take a shot at the end zone right here.
And that's why we said we had to get Darrell Little involved.
Yes.
If we are the Thunderbird Titans, get number 5 into this football game. Because if you do, he does those kind of things.
Yep. That's what he does.
Yep.
3.4 seconds remaining here. And what a affair we have for you here tonight in Surprise. And once again, next week we will be out at Maryvale as the Coral Hayden Falcons visit the Maryvale Panthers, an old school PXU rivalry, Ed.
I'm excited
Another
about that
PXU rivalry.
Yeah.
That we had here on the network this season. High snap for Stewart. First down. He's going to take a shot. The seconds tick off the clock. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Orrin McMacken. And the 6', 150-pound junior unable to corral that football. And now we have played 2 quarters of football here at Paradise Honors High School in Surprise. 21-0, the Panthers leading the visiting Thunderbird Titans. We'll be back after the break with our halftime show. Stay with us. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Feel the burn in Phoenix's newest hotspot. Hot Chicken Alley brings the sizzling Nashville-style hot chicken straight to your plate. Our finger-licking sandwiches will set your taste buds on fire. Come join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tatum and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
On game day, communication is everything. Procom offers the most powerful, most reliable headsets on the market. Paired with our state-of-the-art coach-to-player communication tools, your team is sure to dominate. It's time to communicate like a pro. Visit us at procomheadsets.com.
It starts with a dream and a desire to be the best. You got the talent, you got the drive, and work ethic. But to get recruited, it takes more than that. You need a playbook. That's where Recruit ID comes in. Our digital tools connect you with college programs that are fast, easy, and effective. Your dream is closer than you think. Let's get you seen. Visit recruitid.net and take your recruitment to the next level.
Get ready to feel the burn in Phoenix's newest hotspot. Hot Chicken Alley brings the sizzling Nashville-style hot chicken straight to your plate. Our finger-licking sandwiches will set your taste buds on fire. Come join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tatum and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Got a Superman spirit with a 9-leaf fight. Got my eyes on the prize, I ain't worried about the hype. See, I came here for war, so let's get this thing poppin'. I'ma finish what I started, cause quitting's not an option. Got a Superman spirit, a 9-leaf fight. Got my eyes on the prize, I ain't worried about the hype. See, I came here for war, so let's get this thing poppin'. I'ma finish what I started, cause quitting's not an option. I've been criticized and doubted, they talk like I ain't bout it. I'm a volcano ready to erupt, so I came here to get rowdy.
We welcome you back to Paradise Honors High School here in Surprise. It's halftime. The Paradise Honors Panthers leading the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 21-0 as we welcome you back inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth here in Surprise. Ed, an exciting first half, especially if you're a Panthers fan.
Yeah, with Chuck Van Dyke, 2 rushing touchdowns, Preston Brown with a touchdown catch. They're shutting out a team that's averaging 37 points per game, so their defense is coming up strong for Paradise Honors. Everything is coming up aces so far for the Panthers.
It really is. Of course, we know those all-important halftime adjustments will take place in the locker room, and we'll see what both these teams have going for half number 2. Let's go ahead and welcome in our special halftime guest, Mr. Rodney Cox, joining us here from Game Time Recruiting and Consulting. Rodney, thank you so much for taking the time, my friend. It's always great to catch up with you, and it's hard to believe we're just a couple short months away from the upcoming 2026 Game Time Senior Bowl. Of course, it's going to be right here on the Epic Sports Network. Tell us the latest about the Game Time Senior Bowl. There he is right there.
University. It's going to be an amazing event. One thing that has changed from last year to this year is that we actually have a host, hotel host, which is basically Fairfield Inn and Suites, the one in Phoenix West / Tolleson. Sorry. We're excited. I listen. I can't wait. My coaches can't wait. So we're about to get it going, have some fun, highlight these athletes, just with the Game Time Senior Bowl dinner at main event, the community service. So we're ready to go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
RC, how encouraging is it to see the Senior Bowl continue to grow and grow to the point where you're getting your own host hotel and you're getting all these talented young men, all these athletes to come in and showcase them?
You know what, man? It is a blessing to see that this is year 4, and it just keeps growing. I mean, I know last year we had, I think it was like 86% of the kids that played in the game went on to play from Division II, Division III, NAIA, and JUCO level.
Did you say 86%,
so we just keep getting
Rodney?
86%.
Wow. Go ahead.
Listen, we having fun, and we're going to keep getting better, keep growing. I know this year we'll have a couple guys coming from California. We'll have a couple guys coming from Oregon. Man, we're just excited. At the end of the day, you already know Black Squad is going to win since, I'm the D coordinator of the Black Squad, and we won last year, so we're going to have some fun.
RC, take us a little bit behind the scenes for those that may want to know how you gather all this talent for these teams. How do you get these guys all together from across the country to come here and be a part of the Senior Bowl?
Absolutely. So we have a nomination link. We put it out in April. So from April till now, we have almost 230 nominations. We have sent out the invite, so guys are signing up for their position. And again, like all my coaches, they're out looking at talent, making sure that we get, top guys across the country. So I know the head coach for the White Squad, Coach Cooper, I know he's staying busy up there in Oregon. And then I know my guy, Coach Grindy, who's in Colorado, he's staying busy evaluating talent as well. So we're just going to have some fun, get some good hitting going and go from there.
Rodney, we're taking a look at some of the highlights from last season's event out at OUAZ. The registration has already been open. Tell athletes how they can get involved with this, where they need to go to sign up and get their spot for the 2026 Game Time Senior Bowl, because as you know, it fills up quick.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So with that is this. Contact me either on Twitter at GameTimeRC, on Facebook, just by my name, Rodney Cox, or just go to the website, GameTimeRC.com. It's there as well. So, there's many ways of how to, sign up, get nominated, and also call me. Here, listen, 480-399-1396. Give me a call because spots are definitely filling up.
RC, one of the cool things about the Senior Bowl is gathering all these young men from across the country, and for a short amount of time, they can build a relationship that possibly lasts a lifetime. They come together for this bowl game. They could possibly be playing together at a different school come a few weeks later or a few months later or whenever they play together. But the relationships that they build over the course of these couple of days really does extend them across a lifetime.
Absolutely. You know what? It's a beautiful thing, right? Where, this is 3 days. And with those 3 days, we have practice, we have the community service, we have the Game Time Senior Bowl at main event, where, again, we are building relationships where you don't know where that's going to take you, for football in college or maybe trying to get a job later in life. So you just never know. So, again, we're just building a platform for these young men to just have fun, grow as young men, but also make memories.
Rodney, you're looking at this game here tonight, 21-0 right now. Paradise Honors over Thunderbird. What are you seeing in this one here this evening? Right now, a dominant performance for Paradise Honors, but still a half of football to go.
Absolutely. Listen, Paradise Honors defense is definitely, holding Thunderbird, but I do like that young man, Mr. Brown. I know that he has a touchdown already, wide receiver. Again, very explosive plays. You know what I mean? So with that, just like what you said, halftime changes. Let's see what Thunderbird is going to do. Are they going to come out in light of the second half, or is Paradise Honors going to, keep it going and keep that score rolling?
And RC, Chuck Van Dyke, it's going to take another year before he plays in your Senior Bowl, but he is as advertised. It's going to take a couple more years before Darrell Little can play in the Senior Bowl, but so much talent on this football field that could potentially be playing in the Senior Bowl in a year or two.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm not going nowhere. We're going to keep on getting better, having fun. Listen, you already know we're not going nowhere. So, Game Time Senior Bowl, I'm excited. Again, the kids are excited. I know you guys are excited. And we're going to keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely right. We're blessed to be fourth year, I believe, coming up in January, broadcasting this Game Time Senior Bowl. You catch it right here on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube, and we're excited. Rodney, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again, not only in the Arizona High School football playoffs, but after Christmas in January over there at OUAZ. Thank you, my friend, for your time.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you as well. Have a good evening.
Mr. Rodney Cox from Game Time Recruiting and Consulting joining us here on Thursday Night Fever's halftime show. We're out at Paradise Honors High School, just about 5 minutes remaining here in the halftime. The Panthers leading the Thunderbird Titans 21-0. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for the second half of play right here on Thursday Night Football on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network.
anywhere, you come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come in. You're preparing for the best burrito anywhere, you come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come in. Hi, welcome to Burrito Express. With 9 valley locations, and now Burrito Express, fast and fresh inside select Circle K's. Your favorite burrito is right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Fever on Epic Sports Network and 12+. All Insurance has been serving Arizona drivers for over 30 years, so we have the experience to take great care of you. We can help you over the phone or face-to-face from one of our 30 convenient valley-wide locations. We represent all of the top carriers, so we do the shopping for you. Find out why we're the most preferred agency in Arizona. All Insurance, insurance for all.
AZBiz Drone Services shoots aerial drone photos and videos for businesses and individuals looking to enhance their services with powerful imagery. We specialize in drone photography for real estate professionals, construction, special events, film footage, and more. Safety and customer satisfaction are our top priority on every project. Call us today at 602-339-0354. AZBiz Drone Services. Get ready to feel the burn in Phoenix's newest hotspot. Hot Chicken Alley brings the sizzling Nashville-style chicken straight to your plate. Fingerling sandwiches will set your taste buds on fire. Come join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tatum and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Preparing for the best burrito anywhere, you come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come in. Hi, welcome to Burrito Express. With 9 valley locations, and now Burrito Express, fast and fresh inside select Circle K's. Your favorite burrito is right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Fever on Epic Sports Network and 12+. All Insurance has been serving Arizona drivers for over 30 years, so we have the experience to take great care of you. We can help you over the phone or face-to-face from one of our 30 convenient valley-wide locations. We represent all of the top carriers, so we do the shopping for you. Find out why we're the most preferred agency in Arizona. All Insurance, insurance for all.
AZBiz Drone Services shoots aerial drone photos and videos for businesses and individuals looking to enhance their services with powerful imagery. We specialize in drone photography for real estate professionals, construction, special events, film footage, and more. Safety and customer satisfaction are our top priority on every project. Call us today at 602-339-0354. AZBiz Drone Services.
On the strength of 2 Chuck Van Dyke touchdown runs and a Preston Brown touchdown catch and some really good defense, the Paradise Honors Panthers are shutting out the Thunderbird Titans so far in the first half as we head toward the third quarter. In the second half, 21-0. JP, we always talk about these halftime adjustments. What do these coaches and these players do when they go in the locker room to get ready for the next 24 minutes of football? Whoever makes the proper adjustments most likely will win the football game.
You know it, Ed. There's still a whole half to play. Obviously, a lot of work for Thunderbird to do here this evening because they got to really get on their horse and get this thing going. But, you know, it's still anybody's ball game right now. But you know those coaches are in there on those whiteboards in the halftime making those adjustments and saying, hey, guys, listen, it's usually a couple different things they want to tweak. They can't go in there and revamp the entire game plan. You just can't do that in high school. But you can go in there and make a few adjustments and fix maybe a few key things that you think might be going wrong. And it might make a difference for your team here in the second half.
And, JP, didn't we talk about the missed catch by Julian Alejandro?
Yes.
And one of the other catches by DeVell Peterson, the catches that they missed, the opportunities that they did not come up with.
Missed opportunities, that's right.
It could leave
that's
you
exactly what it is.
Scoreless as opposed to maybe getting 14 points.
Right.
You could have gotten 2 touchdowns out of those drives, but instead you got nothing.
It's football, right?
Yep.
It's football one-on-one.
Right, Angel?
21-0 here at the half. Just about 2 minutes remaining here before the teams will take the field, and we'll kick off the second half of play. We're so excited to join us tonight on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network and our talented Epic Sports Network crew out here as well. I mean, they got snacks, Ed. They got all kinds of stuff going on here at the broadcast table. We got Hot Chicken Alley going on, and everybody's got a smile on their face, at least right now.
Angel's got a hot chicken taco.
Angel's got hot chicken taco over here. He's handling
before
that.
he goes back on the field.
Sour Skittles over here for Skeeter. Good stuff. Everybody's having a great time out here tonight at Paradise Honors High School here in Surprise. Our first trip out here to Paradise Honors. Ed, hard to believe.
And believe this will not be the last one.
No, it will not.
We'll be back.
Gorgeous facility, outstanding bleachers and everything out here.
First class.
A little bit of a smaller press box, but you know what? Mother Nature's on our side here tonight because we're set up outside, and it's a gorgeous evening outside.
Yes,
as well.
it is. Perfect evening for football.
It really is. Temperature right now, 76 degrees, Ed, for a high school football game here in Arizona, and a far cry from what we had just a few short weeks ago where we were still in the hundreds.
What more can you ask for on a Thursday night in the middle of October? You can't ask for more. Oh, yeah, we are having a good time, Angel.
We're always having a good time. That's the thing.
Angel, what are you still doing up here? You got to get back on the field, dude. Oh, he's still eating. Okay.
He's eating.
It's still break time for some of us?
Everybody's got to eat, Ed.
Yeah. Folks on YouTube, check in. Let us know where you're checking in from, who you're rooting for, who you want to win.
We had some folks earlier checking in from Flagstaff. Elijah Little checked in earlier. San Diego viewers watching as well. So make sure and get on YouTube, get in the comments there. Let us know where you're watching from and maybe who you might be cheering from. Maybe it's a player. Maybe it's a coach. Maybe it's Angel Amador. I mean, who knows? Tell us who you're rooting for here tonight. We're underway with half number 2. That one takes a bounce over the head of the return man, Zyshawn Little. Darryl Little ultimately comes up with it, but Thunderbird's going to have to start deep in their own territory here to start this drive and to start our second half of play.
Special teams for Paradise Honors swarms Darryl Little.
Yes.
So good start for them on special teams.
Great start right there for Paradise Honors. So now the Thunderbird Titans going to have to open things up here and take some chunk shots down the field. They had Captain Novice reporting here.
Yeah.
So we're going to get down to our sideline reporter, Mr. Matt Ross, here in just a little bit as well.
As soon as Angel gets on the field.
Well, yeah, Angel's going to get down there here in just
break
a minute.
time's over, Angel.
No problem at all. Stewart turns, hands it off. Nowhere to go with the football. My goodness.
Wow.
How about number 15 in there, Evan Seashoals. A 6-foot, 220-pound defensive end, shedding a block and making it stop.
Special teams coming up with their hair on fire. Defense coming with their hair on fire for the Panthers. couldn't ask for a better start if you're Paradise Honors for the second half, right?
And it's like they just picked up right where they left off in half number one as we welcome you back inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth. A timeout on the field as we have an injured Thunderbird Titan making his way off there. Zachary Surlis, looks like. So he's up under his own power. We'll keep our eye on him as we progress throughout the second half. But what a gorgeous night out here tonight, and a great night to be a Paradise Honors fan, that's for sure.
At least so far.
At least for now.
Yep, for now. As we know, JP, football, in all sports, there are games of runs.
Yes,
right?
It is. It really is.
I mean, Thunderbird could come out here and rip off 21 straight, tie the game. Who knows?
Absolutely right. Second down and 11 here for the Titans. Stewart will send Little in motion across the formation. Stewart to the air. It's caught. Penalty flags fly. DeVell Peterson on the reception. Stopped on the play there by Paradise Honors Abiel Diaz. But once again, penalty flags on the play. Assessed to Thunderbird. Says our referee tonight, Mr. Steve Castillo. So they'll back him up. 21-0 our score. We'll get that fixed there for you on the score bug. Just inside our third quarter of action here from Surprise, Arizona. A gorgeous night outside. Folks watching from Surprise and Sun City West. Appreciate you checking in. Second down and 16 now for the Titans. Darrell Little in motion. Stewart climbs the pocket. He'll run it himself. J.P. Stewart showing you the wheels. 15-20. Stiff arms the defender. And finally ridden out of bounds on the near side by Preston Brown. But not before. J.P. Stewart showing you the wheels right there for Thunderbird. And they needed a little spark, Ed.
They definitely needed that. Finally busting off a big play. The Titans needed that desperately. Back in their own territory. You're down 21-0. A penalty puts you back. But J.P. Stewart gets off a really good run. But can they continue to move the football?
Right. That's the question.
Yep.
Can they keep these drives alive? The ball spotted right now at the 25-yard line. Two receivers to each side. Stewart to the air. Caught. Peterson. DeVell Peterson on the reception. And the sophomore coming up big once again there for Thunderbird. And this offense starting to show signs of life here, Ed.
Yeah, I see them finding their footing.
Yes.
If J.P. Stewart can get some time, if his offensive line can block, allowing him to look over the field, find open wide receivers, of course, get the ball to Darrell Little, which is of A1 and paramount importance for the Titans. You've got to get number 5 involved.
Hey, you got your playmaker. You got to get him involved.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Second down and 4 here. Far side. Completion. Darrell Little on the run. He's got room across the 40-yard line. Forced out of bounds over there by Drew Dewitt.
On cue.
On cue. Darrell Little right there. He's tuned into Ed Cole's headset there in his helmet. Thanks to Procom headsets.
Yeah.
And how about Procom headsets this season? Have they
How
come
about 'em?
through for the Epic Sports Network or what? Man.
We need to get Sonya to do a commercial for them.
I think we should.
She
We need
uses
to get
them
her
more
to do
than
a
we
lot
do.
more commercials next year.
Yeah.
We'll get her involved in this thing. We'll get her on the booth camera here in a minute, too. J.P. Stewart under center now on first down and 10. Turns, fake, bootleg. Down the field, caught at the 41-yard line. Off the shoe tops there for number 40, Hunter Donathan. And Donathan, you're going to see the rollout right there by Stewart. And then a shoe top grab by Donathan. A great field shot there as well by Mr. Angel Amador.
And that's a difficult catch to make for number 40, but he made it.
Second down and 7 here. Make it 8. Second and 8 upcoming here for the Titans. They got to keep this drive going and get some points on the board here. Clock continues to wind as we approach 9 minutes remaining here in the third. Two receivers to each side for Stewart. They'll motion Little across. J.P. Stewart looks, goes up top. He's got Little in the breadbasket at the 30. Darrell Little still on his feet and into the end zone for the Thunderbird Titans touchdown. Oh, boy, here they come. You see it right there on the recruit ID replay, and Darrell Little not going to be denied, Ed.
Touchdown catch number 13 through the air for Darrell Little. Came into the game almost 1,100 yards receiving. As the Titans faithful on the other side of the field, they are celebrating a big play that they finally were able to get on the board, finally able to crack through this Paradise Honors defense with a long touchdown from J.P. Stewart to Darrell Little.
All it takes is that first touchdown, Ed.
Yep.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. With 9:05 remaining here in our third quarter, the Thunderbird Titans are on the board. They trail Paradise Honors 21-7, but they show signs of life here now, Ed, and now it's going to be up to the defense to come out here and make a stop.
Easier said than done, right?
Yes, it is.
When you're trying to stop number 5, Chuck Van Dyke, one of the best running backs in the state, if not the country, and he's already gassed you for 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Coach Nillette made that one of the biggest things you have to do in the second half. Try to stop number 5.
Yes.
You won't be able to shut him down completely, but try to stop him as much as you can.
Yeah, he's going to make his plays.
He's
right?
going to get
We already
his.
know he's going to make his plays.
Oh, yeah, he's getting his.
But you've got to try to limit those plays. Paradise Honors fields it at the 15-yard line. Here comes number 7, Drew Dewitt. And Dewitt with a nice return. Looks like they're going to give him the 43-yard line. And Drew Dewitt putting the Paradise Honors Panthers in great field position to start this drive.
And as we know, JP, field position is the name of the game.
Oh, it so is.
Right?
It absolutely is.
As I see number 5, I see that monster on the field.
There goes that man,
There goes that man, mama.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Robert Cassis and the offense back on the field here now for Paradise Honors. They'll give it to Van Dyke. And Chuck Van Dyke rips off an 11-yard run like it's nothing. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Paradise Honors, and you get to enjoy the run right here on the recruit ID replay.
Did you expect anything less from a guy who's already had over 100 yards in 5 of their 7 games this season?
Unbelievable.
Kid's amazing.
Drew Van Dyke, Chuck Van Dyke, other side. And he gets out to the 40-yard line.
Chucky Van Dyke on the carry, gain of 4 on the play.
We should have had Skeeter do the scoreboard.
Where is he?
I know.
Second down and six here. 3-by-1. Chuck Van Dyke, nowhere to go. Van Dyke is swallowed up there by Francisco Morales Quiros. As he got to the edge right there, you're going to see 73 right there absolutely manhandle the running back.
Number 73 and a host of others. That's what you're going to have to do if you're the Titans defense. Pretty much the entire defense is going to have to stop number 5.
Because it's going to take the whole defense.
Yeah.
It really
will
is.
take the entire defense. Yes.
3rd down now here. Van Dyke, near side, runs into traffic, and he is wrestled to the turf right there by Hunter Donathan. Donathan coming off the edge right there for Thunderbird and making a huge play for the Titans defense.
Excellent pursuit by Donathan, number 40, to get to number 5, Chuck Van Dyke. Because if you can get him one-on-one, if you can bring him down, if you can't, he might still be running right now.
No doubt.
Excellent tackle by number 40. And that's really hard to do.
It really is. 4th down now, and they'll bring the punting unit on here. Thunderbird standing tall here after that touchdown. The punt barely gets away. It'll take a Panthers roll, and it'll be down right at the 10. They'll call it the 11-yard line. So Thunderbird's going to start from their own 11-yard line here with 6:19 remaining here in our 3rd quarter. And, oh, boy, here come the Titans.
Yes, sir. And how close was Zyshawn Little to blocking that punt? He was that close.
We welcome you back inside the Hot Chicken Alley broadcast booth here, high atop the stands at Paradise Honors High School. And
like
what a
10 rows
facility out here in Surprise, huh?
You mean like 10 rows up?
Yeah. Well, it's like 6 or 7, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. First down now for Thunderbird. J.P. Stewart hands it off, up the gut, out near the 15-yard line. So it'll be a 4-yard pickup there. It'll be 2nd down and 6 here upcoming for Thunderbird. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Stewart under center. Toss. Far side. Wrapped up on the far side by a host of Paradise Honors Panthers, including Josh Ahia, is number 21, Malachi Little. So Little tries the far side unsuccessfully, as once again that Panthers defense able to rally there at the edge. So 3rd down here for the Titans. They're going to have to be strong up front to keep this drive alive. Tight twins right now for Stewart. Looks downfield, comes this side, caught. DeVell Peterson, he's going to be well short. Stopped on the play there by Abiel Diaz. And you see the arm strength right there coming across the field there for J.P. Stewart.
And that's a tough one when you're throwing across the field. It takes time for that football to get to DeVell Peterson.
Yes.
So it's really difficult because the defensive back, all he's got to do is follow number 3, and by the time he catches the ball, he can make the stop.
Preston Brown back deep to receive for Paradise Honors. A high snap. The punt gets away. It's a line drive fielded by Brown. Here he comes, 40, and then runs into a host of tacklers there on special teams for Thunderbird, led by Kale Cordova, the 5'9" junior, getting it done on special teams right there for the Titans.
So far, JP, in a rapidly moving 3rd quarter, Paradise Honors is still holding strong.
They sure are.
They give up the touchdown, the long touchdown catch to Darrell Little, which is going to happen.
It will.
We talk about Chuck Van Dyke. We talk about Darrell Little. These guys are playmakers.
They are. Absolute studs out here.
Yep. Dudes.
Dudes, that's right.
They got a bunch of dudes out here.
Yes. So the ball's going to be spotted at the Paradise Honors 47-yard line. And that's where Robert Cassis and the offense will go back to work here, leading 21-7, just under 5 minutes remaining in our 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Chuck Van Dyke gets the call. Hunter Donathan rides him up the B gap right there. And they'll spot it at the 47 of Thunderbird. So a nice 1st-yard gainer once again there for Chuck Van Dyke.
Isn't that the great thing about having a running game like that, JP, that you can have a guy like that, like Chuck Van Dyke. You control the line of scrimmage. You control the clock. You keep their offense off the field.
Right. That's exactly the coach's dream right there.
Yeah.
There you see Van Dyke is bottled up there. A number of Thunderbird Titans in on that stop, led by number 20, Travis Titworth, among others. Third down, and they'll call it 4 here. Hollyland
for the win.
Undefeated. 2 receivers each side for Cassis. He goes up top. He's got a man. It's dropped in there at the 10-yard line. Preston Brown hauls it in for the Panthers. What a catch, and maybe an even better throw from Robert Cassis. Man. Dropped it in there, Ed.
Dropped it in the breadbasket. Unfortunately, got a penalty against Paradise Honors. I didn't see what it was.
So they will negate some of that gain there. And the ball now is going to be spotted at the 26-yard line. Two receivers to each side now for Cassis. He'll hand it off. Chuck Van Dyke spins out of one tackle. Just about gets loose from another. Finds his way across the 25-yard line to the 23. Be a 3-yard gain there for Van Dyke. 2nd down and 7 upcoming here for the Panthers.
And JP, you see the running lanes that Van Dyke had in the first half? They're not there now.
No.
This Titans defense, they're really stiffening on number 5.
Cassis claps the hands, goes to the air. He wants Brown. It bounces incomplete. King James in coverage right there for the Titans. And it was a great throw.
It was.
But the coverage was magnificent that time.
For a few
Last
seconds.
second, batted it away.
Right. For a few seconds, Preston Brown was open, but then King James, he converged, he closed in, and knocked the football away.
3rd down and 7 upcoming here. My goodness.
Big 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
Huge. 2 receivers to each side now for Cassis. Van Dyke, right side. Plenty of room. Down to the 10-yard line goes Chuck Van Dyke. Oh, my goodness. 1st down for the Panthers. 2 receivers to each side. Van Dyke once again cuts it back upfield. He's spun down near the 5. Wow.
Wow. And according to the voice of the Panthers, the PA announcer, he just said Chuck Van Dyke crossed 1,400 yards rushing this season with that run.
This season.
This
How
season.
about that?
Wow.
Chuck Van Dyke making his case for the Burrito Express Player of the Game.
Mm-hmm.
Van Dyke once again switches hands. Thunderbird standing tall right there, swarming to the football. That's what you want to see, Ed. Cale Cordova, among others, on the stop there for the Titans.
You know, we are both members of the Ed Doherty Committee.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yep. I know. It's that kind of performance here tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It really is.
It is that kind
Man
of night
alive.
for him.
Might be putting a medallion around that young man's neck next week.
Maybe.
3rd down upcoming here for the Panthers. And now we have a timeout on the field. So we're going to keep it right here and remind you that next Thursday night we'll be out at Maryvale High School, the home of the Panthers. Panthers 2 weeks in a row here, Ed. I'm just realizing that. Maryvale right now all over Alhambra. Give them some scores, Ed.
Yeah, Maryvale over Alhambra, 48-0 at home. We'll see them next week in that very same building. Wow. Desert Sunrise still up on Kofa 13-0. LA Queen Creek all over Queen Creek 35-0 at half. Australia Foothills and Deer Valley tied at 7 in the second quarter. Shadow Mountain shutting out Wickenburg 20-0 at halftime. Shadow Ridge shutting out Williamsfield 13-0 in the third quarter. Prescott and Flagstaff, tight game up there in Prescott, 20-13 in the third quarter. Chrisman up 6-0 on Gilbert Christian in the second quarter.
Wow. Some outstanding stuff here tonight, Ed.
Yes.
And just double check really quick. Make sure is your microphone hot enough right there? Just check that real quick.
It is.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
Yep.
I want to make sure you were coming through for the folks
No,
at home.
it's all about you, not me.
No, it's about you. It's all about you, buddy. 2-by-1 outside for Cassis. Play fake. Goes to the corner of the end zone. It's nearly intercepted. It bounces off the fingertips of Joel Fungafat. And the senior ATH nearly had himself an INT. Oh, man.
Wow.
That could have been a game-changing play right there, Ed.
It could have been.
So now the field goal unit will come on right here for Paradise Honors. Nathan Unser will come on, and he will attempt what will be a 25-yard field goal attempt out of the hold of Drew Duet. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the Panthers add 3 points to their total here. They lead the Thunderbird Titans 24-7 right now. As you see the PAT right there on the recruit ID replay. And Nathan Unser showing you how it's done right there, the 6-foot senior banging through the point after touchdown.
It's good to have a kicker that when your offense breaks down, you can't get in the end zone for a score. You can tote Nathan Unser out there, and he can knock out a field goal and get you 3 more points and extend that lead to 17.
Yes, not the PAT, but the field goal. My mistake. Yep. Of course. 24-7 here. The home Panthers feeling it right now here late in this third quarter. Don't forget, stay with us. Following the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we will present the Burrito Express Player of the Game. And that young man will also be the recipient of a Recruit ID Airband. Great stuff out here tonight, all season long on Thursday Night Football on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network.
And, JP, that band is such a cool piece of technology.
Yes.
What you can have on there, what you can house on there, information-wise, on an athlete.
Unbelievable.
It's unreal.
All your stats, your contact information,
yep,
your Twitter, your huddle links, all your stuff in there.
It's unreal.
One-stop shop, Ed, for a college coach, for a college scout. Really good stuff. DeVell Peterson on the return for Thunderbird. Out to the 40-yard line he goes. And you see it once again on the replay right there. And Ed, I'm just so blown away because we've built this thing over 5 years, my friend. And if even some of the people sitting at this table right now would have seen where we started, they'd really be laughing right now.
Yeah, they would.
They really would be laughing right now, Ed.
Back in the day when you and I had to set everything up.
We had a hand
run everything.
We used your little handy cam, remember?
Yep.
First
Still got
season.
that baby at home.
And now look at you. Now look at you. 23, Zyshawn Little. Out across the 45, he'll make the 46-yard line. Forced out of bounds by number 22, Josiah Figueroa. Cheerleaders doing a great job out here tonight. Great crowd on hand, enjoying a lovely Arizona fall evening.
And, you know, Captain Obvious just whispered in my ear that the Titans are down 3 scores, and we're 43 seconds to the fourth quarter, which he told me they've got to find a way to come back and come back quickly.
They do. They have got to get on that horse right now, Ed. 2nd down and 5 here. Low snap for Stewart. He's under pressure, and he goes down in the backfield. ABL Diaz right there to meet the quarterback. And you see him showing blitz off the corner right there. He came, the bad snap, and then J.P. Stewart with nothing he could do on that one but just cover it up.
JP, I think if JP would have gotten a clean snap, he still would have gotten sacked.
Yes. 12 was, as we say, unabated to the quarterback.
Yeah. Diaz was coming off that edge regardless.
A TFL of 2 yards there for number 12, ABL Diaz. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 12 right here as the final few seconds of quarter number 3 tick off. And they are not able to get the playoff. So we have played 3 quarters of football here at Paradise Honors High School here in Surprise. And the Paradise Honors Panthers lead the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 24-7. 4th quarter action coming up next after a brief commercial timeout. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on 12 Plus and the Epic Sports Network. 4th quarter on tap next.
You've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express. With 9 Valley locations, now Burrito Express, fast and fresh inside select Circle K's. Your favorite burrito right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Fever on the Epic Sports Network and 12 Plus.
All Insurance has been serving Arizona drivers for over 30 years, so we have the experience to take great care of you. We can help you over the phone or face-to-face from one of our 30 convenient valley-wide locations. We represent all of the top carriers, so we do the shopping for you. Find out why we're the most referred agency in Arizona. All Insurance, insurance for all.
12 minutes to go out here in Surprise. The Panthers, the Paradise Honors Panthers, with a comfortable 17-point lead over Thunderbird, 24-7.
We welcome you back to the home of the Panthers. Thunderbird now working right to left on your screen. J.P. Stewart's going to go down in a heap. He loses the football. And Paradise Honors has recovered. The Panthers come up with a fumble recovery right there. And needless to say, a disastrous turn of events right there for the Titans.
If you were looking to come back from a 3-score deficit, that's not the way to do it.
That's not
by
going to do
giving
it.
the ball away.
So now Paradise Honors will take over here with a short porch. 34-yard line of Thunderbird is where they spot the football. Just inside our 4th quarter of action here from Surprise, Arizona. Robert Cassis. Chuck Van Dyke is the tailback. He gets the call. Van Dyke across the 30-yard line. He's got over 1,400 yards on the season, Ed. And this young man just keeps churning up yardage for the Panthers.
So strong he is. So strong his offensive line is.
Yes.
That he can go off left tackle.
Man.
He can go straight up the A-gap. He can go off right tackle. He can go anywhere.
You see big 77 right there, Abraham Torres, getting himself around and sealing that thing out right there. That's how you get a push up front right there.
Yeah, if you get a right guard like that can block and open up lanes for you.
Here we go, Ty Woodhouse, Gandy. Gandy scampers into the end zone for 6 points. Oh, my goodness. That's what you can do right there, Ed, when you have that stable of thoroughbreds in the backfield. They're going to key number 5 over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden, Zero gets the ball. He's out the gate and in there for a 34-yard touchdown.
Basically untouched, Ty Woodhouse Gandy was.
Wow.
Again, credit that offensive line.
Yes.
Opening up the heavens for number 0 to run through.
They really did.
That was crazy.
Nathan Unser on for the PAT. Swings the right leg through. It's up and good. Our score with 11:05 remaining here in our 4th quarter. The Thunderbird Titans trail the Paradise Honors Panthers 31-7. And wow, it's really going to be tough now for Thunderbird to mount a charge here as time is not on their side, Ed.
It really is, but you've got to be impressed by what Paradise Honors has been able to do on the ground 2 Chuck Van Dyke touchdown runs. This Ty Woodhouse-Gandy touchdown run. It's been running back by committee.
Yes.
Of course, led by number 5, but then when you get number 0 involved, you're up 24 points.
Yes.
Wow. That Paradise Honors O-line, let's give them some love.
Oh,
Left
man,
tackle,
please do.
Jaden Marquez. Your left guard, Abe Torres. Your center, Chase Coates. Your right guard, Ryland Wilson. And your right tackle, Sean Lilmars. Nothing little about Sean Lilmars.
(31-7) our score.
That's right.
11:05 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Thunderbird now bringing it back. Zyshawn Little, far side. Still on his feet. Little giving it all he has out near the 35-yard line. And they're going to give him the 34, I believe. So we're trying to get our main shot back here, folks. First down and 10 now for the Thunderbird Titans from their own 34-yard line. 10:57 remaining here in our fourth quarter. And we'll get you that field level look right quick. J.P. Stewart, they come near side with Darrell Little. He cuts it back upfield. And Little out across the 40. They'll give him the 41-yard line. A nice gainer there for Darrell Little. A little backdoor misdirection play right there. He had blockers at and then able to turn it upfield and hit the gas. Julian Alejandro on the reception there for Thunderbird.
Clock continuing to run, 10-10 to go. Titans trying to rally back from a 24-point deficit.
We're back.
J.P. Stewart in his offense. A little trickeration here, J.P.
Oh,
that didn't work.
He falls down in the backfield right there. Zyshawn Little. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but we got it ironed out really quickly. And Thunderbird now once again behind the sticks here. They're going to have a second down and 15 here after the 5-yard busted play there for the Titans.
And we mentioned the struggles that Thunderbirds had in the 4A Skyline, losing at Northwest Christian 63-34, losing to St. Mary's last week 24-14, down 24 points here to Paradise Honors. Tough sledding in that 4A Skyline.
J.P. Stewart looks to the right side, sets the feet, he goes to the air. Darrell Little, it's too tall as Stewart threw into double coverage there. Provided by Preston Brown.
Also, Madden Ducky Obregon.
Obregon, all right.
Ducky back there in coverage.
How about Ducky back there?
Mm-hmm. Big 3rd and 15 for the Titans, JP.
Huge third down.
Huge. They've got to convert here.
They really do, Ed.
Folks, I'm not telling you anything that you don't know.
No.
I mean, we don't need Captain Obvious to say that.
We don't even need him, no.
No,
You're so right.
The entire
You're so
crowd
right.
knows that.
Yes. 2 to each side. Stewart retreats over the middle. Little caught right at the line of scrimmage, and he is swallowed up there by ABL Diaz. Josiah Figueroa also went on the stop there. Team defense here tonight for Paradise Honors.
Yeah, the team pressure came on J.P. Stewart. He had to back up, make the completion to Darrell Little, but Darrell couldn't do anything because he has 2 guys in his face. So the defensive game plan for the Panthers, it's been practically perfect tonight.
It really has.
It really has. They've dialed it up really well, right?
Yes. They'll break the huddle with a tight trips left here. One receiver to the far side for Stewart. He'll roll out. Go downfield. Too tall for the intended target, Oren McMacken. And now that'll be a turnover on downs. And it'll be Paradise Honors football with 8:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. They lead it 31-7.
And they're getting good field position.
Yes.
As a result of that fourth down non-conversion.
So now you have to imagine it's going to be just another heavy dose of Chuck Van Dyke right here.
Wouldn't you run Chuck Van
just
Dyke?
Hand it off to 5 and let him go.
Yep. Wouldn't you hand it off to number 5 every time?
I would. I might even direct snap it to him at this point.
Yep.
Here we go. Cassis hands it off. Van Dyke through the traffic. Takes about 4 Titans to get him on the mat. Tucker Wilson, among others, sticking their nose in there for Thunderbird.
That is a true strength to have a running game this strong.
Yes.
When you're up 24 points, you can just run the clock. Hand the ball off to number 5, knowing he's not going to turn the ball over. You hope he doesn't turn the ball over.
Nope.
His offensive line is going to block. They're going to do their part. He's going to do his part.
Pound the rock, drain the clock.
Drain the clock.
That's all they got to do right here.
Yep.
Go home with a win. 2nd down and 5 here. Now they're going to give it to Gandy once again. He churns the legs, gets very near the line to gain. It looks like they're going to give him a first down. They are. First down and 10 now for Paradise Honors. And Chuck Van Dyke. Ed, I wonder if he likes burritos.
I'm sure he does. If not, he's going to be a fan of it tonight.
He'll be a huge fan by a week or 2 from now, I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Although he might have to travel a little bit to get to Burrito Express.
To get to Burrito Express, yeah. It's worth it.
It sure is. Here he goes, Chuck Van Dyke. Across the 35-yard line. He just still refuses to go down, Ed. And so, of course, he's going to get slammed to the turf there by Kale Cordova. But, you kind of know that's coming when you one of those backs that just will not give up any ground.
Yep. And that could have been a frustration slam for the defense because he's been killing them all game long.
Oh, man.
Goodness.
Chuck Van Dyke, man alive. Put a medal on that young man's neck right now.
We may see that guy at the awards ceremony.
I think we will see him over there at Chateau Lux on December 14th. I know one vote he's going to get this week from me. That's for sure.
He'll get another vote from me, too.
Split backs now here for Cassis. They hand it off to Gandy. Gandy plows ahead near the 30. And once again, Paradise Honors with another chain-moving first down, and they keep that clock moving.
There is no need to rush.
Nope.
No sense of urgency. You're up 24 points. You're under 6 minutes to go. Unless the bottom completely falls out.
Yeah.
You are going to coast to a victory.
Man, they would have to go real sideways at this point for Paradise Honors.
It really would.
Once again. Oh, man. Chuck Van Dyke. Goodness. Good gravy.
Wow.
Out there.
I'm telling you, this kid is fun to watch, JP.
Looking like LaDainian Tomlinson right there on that run.
He is looking like LT,
wearing that
right?
5 like he wore at TCU.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
LaDainian was a monster with the Horned Frogs,
LT.
wasn't he?
Oh,
gosh.
My goodness.
I mean, he just blew up defenses.
A fellow Texas high school football brethren, Mr. LaDainian Tomlinson. 2 receivers to each side now for Cassis. They hand it off. And a little bit of room there. Clock continues to wind. We're under 5 minutes remaining here in our fourth quarter. And don't forget, next week, we finally got the Carter brothers on Thursday Night Football, Ed.
Nice.
It took me about 4 years, my friend.
Well, we got them.
We got them. Finally. We'll be at the home of the Maryvale Panthers next Thursday night as they take on the Carl Hayden Falcons. Of course, we'll be on the air at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Epic Sports Network. Then the folks at 12 Plus will join us at 7 p.m. for kickoff.
We talk about from one Panther team to another, back to Paradise Honors. The Panthers, they'll move to 5-3 in about 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Well, 4:22 remaining here in our fourth quarter. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more fourth quarter action. Stay with us. Thursday Night Football on the air right here. 31-7, the Panthers over the Titans.
Get ready to feel the burn in newest hotspot. Hot Chicken Alley brings sizzling Nashville-style hot chicken straight to your plate. Our finger-licking sandwiches will set your taste buds on fire. Come join us for a taste of Nashville right here in Phoenix at the corner of Tate and Thunderbird. Brace yourself for a flavor explosion that'll keep you coming back for more. Hot Chicken Alley, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football, right here on the Epic Sports Network.
Folks, welcome back. 4:22 to go. Panthers in complete command of 31-7 on the Thunderbird Titans.
Cassis claps the hands. Gives it to Van Dyke. Touchdown!
Wow. Chuck Van Dyke gets the handoff. Touchdown number 3 on the night for him. That puts him at 16 touchdowns on the season, as Chuck Van Dyke has got to be close to 1,500 yards rushing, crossed 1,400 in the third quarter. And with this run, another fantastic run by Chuck Van Dyke, puts them up 37-7, 30-point lead. Just a dominant performance. They've come out here. This running game, JP, it's been exceptional tonight.
Ed, the cat got my tongue right there. Sorry, I literally couldn't talk for about 30 seconds. I don't know what happened.
Chuck got you excited, didn't he?
Felt like I had some popcorn like a week ago that finally, like one of those kernels finally came up there. I'm not sure. 4:16 remaining here in the ball game, and my goodness, what a dominant performance here tonight for the Panthers of Paradise Honors.
Very impressive.
You know, Van Dyke might be over 1,500 now on the season after tonight's performance.
He's got to be. I can ask the PA voice. Let me ask him.
The PAT is up and good. Nathan Unser makes it 38-7 for the Panthers. As you take one more look at the touchdown run right here that I made a horrible call on there, Ed, but it's all right.
That's okay.
It happens from time to time, right? I mean,
I will tell you this.
The thing about it, Chuck's got a couple of touchdowns highlights here tonight that he can look at aside from that one. So
of course.
Thank goodness.
Yep. We'll clean it up in the postgame recap. It's
yeah, we
okay.
will. You know we will.
But I will tell you, if they can run this running game,
yes,
if they can keep this running game going and play defense like this against St. Mary's next week and then Northwest Christian, that'll lead them into the playoffs.
So they got the St. Mary's Knights next week. We know what Jose Lucero can do over there with those Knights, and then a big-time showdown against Coach Dave Ennis and those Northwest Christian Crusaders.
Yeah, St. Mary's is off to a really good first 7 games of the season. They're 5-2. Northwest Christian's 4-3. So neither of those are easy games for Paradise Honors.
I love this time of year. The records, you know, you are what you are this time of year, Ed. It's all about the record that you possess here as we get ready for the playoffs.
And it's really shocking to think in 4 minutes and 14 seconds, the Titans are going to be 0-3 in the 4A Skyline. Would you ever think that we would say that?
No, I did not. I really did not.
But, of course, you know, if you and I talk to Coach Nallette after the game, he'll say, well, we just got thoroughly beat tonight.
Yeah.
Chuck Van Dyke beat us. we couldn't score any points. We only got 7 points. We couldn't do anything tonight.
It definitely has been the Chuck Van Dyke show out here tonight at Paradise Honors. There's no doubt about that.
So can we go ahead and announce the Burrito Express player of the game as?
I think we can, my friend.
Yeah.
Unless somebody comes out and has about 4 or 5 touchdowns here in the next 4 minutes. I think it's safe to say that you can tell them who our Burrito Express player of the game is.
I think we can say easily it's Chuck Van Dyke.
Chuck Van Dyke, that's right. From the Paradise Honors Panthers, this young man is showing you how it's done here tonight from the running back position. A swing pass there for Thunderbird, caught by Owen St. Clair, and then he is wrangled immediately there on the edge by Paradise's defense. And what a rally to the tackle right there for the Panthers.
And they've done that all night long, right, JP?
Yes.
They've been focused. They've rallied to the football. Wherever that ball is, you've got 2, 3, 4 guys coming after whoever has the football. It's been a great defensive game plan so far for the Panthers.
Ball at the 27-yard line now. 2-by-1 outside for J.P. Stewart. They'll motion Darrell Little, a little bubble motion. They'll come back near side. The ball's intercepted. Parker Daly, right place, right time. And that might be the nail in the coffin right there for Thunderbird. Oh, man. How about that? The little tip drill right there, Ed.
Yeah.
That's why they practice it, my friend, because
That's
you
right.
know it's going to come up in a game.
And how many times did we say the Titans receivers missing catches?
Yes.
We knew eventually it was going to come back to bite them in the rear end, and this one might.
So now the ball back in the hands of the Panthers. 3:23 remaining here in the fourth. The motion one over. A quick pitch to Jackson Short. Short cuts it upfield. He'll cross the 15-yard line. Brought down there by number 13, Dominic Brasso.
Jackson Short, a big target, 6'3", 205. 2 touchdowns receiving so far this season. I'd like a 6'3", 205-pound tight end.
I bet you would.
Yes, it's a big target.
Who wouldn't, especially in high school, Ed?
Yes.
4A high school?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. 2-by-1 on the outside now as Cassis is going to wait maybe until the back judge starts counting that 5 seconds off.
Which he did.
They'll quick hit it once again inside to Jackson Short. And Short still on his feet. Making moves on defenders right there. First down and goal now for Paradise Honors. And they might add to the total right here, Ed.
They just might. Make Thunderbird pay for their mistakes, right?
Exactly right. Cassis brings him to the line once again here. Under 2 minutes remaining in our ball game. 2 receivers to each side. They hand it off. Gandy. Gandy plunges ahead down inside the 5-yard line. And Gandy just real slippery inside there, Ed, just squirting through tackles.
He is. Very tough to bring down.
Clock continues to wind. Under a minute and a half remaining here in the fourth. Sorry. Dealing with that little delay here tonight,
Yeah.
Ed.
Yeah, folks, we're dealing with a little delay, so if we step over each other, we apologize.
But hopefully you don't notice at home. That's the trick.
Yep.
Cassis once again gets it to Short. He's going to try to turn the corner, and he runs right into number 40 right there for Thunderbird, Hunter Donovan. The Panthers will be home next Friday night for a homecoming matchup as they host the St. Mary's Knights here next Friday night in Surprise. And Impressive performance here tonight from Coach Seacoch's club.
Oh, yes.
30 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Don't forget, stay with us. We will present the Burrito Express Player of the Game to number 5, Chuck Van Dyke, the junior running back. At the conclusion of tonight's ball game, just a short 15 seconds or so from now.
And that is the best formation in all
Cassis
sports.
gets in the victory formation right there for Paradise Honors. And the Panthers will come out victorious here tonight. They'll beat the Thunderbird Titans by the final score of 38-7. Shout out to all of our Epic Sports Network broadcast team on hand here tonight. And once again, congratulations to Paradise Honors. They get the win 38-7 over the Thunderbird Titans. Once again, Paradise Honors gets the win here tonight at home, 38-7 over the Thunderbird Titans. And congratulations once again to our Burrito Express Player of the Game, number 5, Chuck Van Dyke, who had himself a night here for the Panthers. Man, did he run roughshod over this Titans defense.
Oh, yeah, he ran over them, around them, through them. 3 touchdowns rushing for him. He was fantastic tonight. That puts him at 16
really good.
rushing touchdowns. I'm sure he had 1,500 yards rushing after tonight.
He might have. There you see him going up the gut for one right there late in the 4th. And just putting the icing on the cake right there was Chuck Van Dyke. The man alive. What
and
a
the thing about
performance here
Paradise
this evening.
Honors, I'm sorry, JP.
Go ahead.
The thing about the Panthers, they never stop coming. Offensively,
Right.
they scored 38 points. Defensively, they only gave up 7. Special teams, they had a field goal kick. They were really good on their coverage and their returns and their field position.
Yeah, dominant performance in all 3 phases. And like we said a number of times during the broadcast, that you could run, run with this type of team, a
Yes.
great running game, a solid defense that knows how to tackle well. You can take that deep into the playoffs and maybe even take it all the way over to Sun Devil Stadium.
Yep, you can run into a 4A state title.
You sure can. We're going to send it down to field level right now where our sideline reporter, Mr. Matt Ross, is standing by with Coach Seacoch, and he'll be joined here in just a moment as well by our player of the Burrito Express Player of the Game, Chuck Van Dyke. How about the performance tonight for the Paradise Honors Panthers? Let's send it down to field level with Mr. Matt Ross. Take it away, Matt.
I'm here with Burrito Express Player of the Game, Chuck Van Dyke, as well as head coach Seacoch for Paradise Honors. How did it feel to help contribute to this win? You scored 3 touchdowns. How does it feel to contribute?
Man, it feels really good. It's all thanks to my linemen, man. They're the best linemen I've ever had, man. It just feels amazing coming off a loss from last week.
And as far as career accolades go, you crossed the 1,400-yard mark here in high school ball. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, man. Way better than I thought I would do this year, so yeah, it feels amazing.
Coach, you've led your team back to being even. You're 4-4 with 3 wins. 5-3 now. 5-3, excuse me, with 3 wins here in the division. How does that feel?
Whew. No, I think we're 2-1 in the region. We lost to Peoria and beat ALA, right? Yeah. It feels good. These kids have worked incredibly hard, like I said on the pre-interview. The senior group has bought into everything we've asked them to do, and then the junior class with these guys came back this year with just a passion. They don't, there's been success here at 3A, and everybody thought you can't go from 3A to 4A, and these guys have bought in and done everything we've asked as a coaching staff. The all O-linemen, our whole offseason's been one of the most enjoyable ones that I've had in 28 years. And it's because of the kids. They're a fantastic group of kids, even when I scream and yell at them.
And, Coach, going forward with that, how would you describe your personal relationship with some of the stars on your team?
What would you call it? Love-hate? Love-hate, right? We're equal opportunity here. So, Preston Brown will get yelled at just like some backup. Chucky gets it here and there in practice. But we talk about practice is chaotic for us. It's hard. we do yell, we get on them, but then the game rolls around and they're used to it. And then they want them to, we try to make practice, what do we call it? It's chaos, right? Yeah. It's fast. We got music blaring. And then, I get on them, they know that, but I think they know deep down inside, like, it's, what do you guys always say? If I wasn't talking to them, then they think I didn't like them. So, right? I mean, it's part of my personality. They know, I hear from here, I'm going to go hand out popsicles. And so, like I said, I could be mad 30 seconds later, I'm giving somebody a hug. So,
Right, Coach. Well, congrats on your bounce-back win. And as our player of the game, you have a Burrito Express gift card as well as a recruit ID. Yeah. Well, guys, congrats on your win.
For all those carries, Chucky, I might need that burrito.
Back up to you guys in the booth.
Great stuff down there from our Burrito Express player of the game, Chuck Van Dyke, and Coach C. Kotz joining us here on the postgame show. And congratulations to Paradise Honors, the student body, the faculty, the staff, the football team. What a performance they had here tonight against the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, it was a tough one. 5-3. They moved to 2-1 in the 4A Skyline. It was tougher than 38-7. You look at the score and you say, oh, they beat them by 31 points. They did. This kid, number 5, he is absolutely monstrous. 3 rushing touchdowns for him. They had another rushing touchdown, some turnovers. Their defense was stellar, only giving up 7 points to a team that averaged 37 points coming into this game. They played like they just I'm at a loss for words for what they did tonight.
They rolled is what they did here.
They did
tonight. And it was a fantastic performance from not only Chuck Van Dyke, but that defense played really good. They gave up 1 score all night to the Thunderbird Titans, and that's saying a lot.
It is, and then Nathan Unser kicks a field goal. Their special teams was great. So what more can you say? It was an excellent showing tonight for the Panthers. They came on Thursday Night Fever, and they really looked good tonight.
They really did. Once again, our final score here tonight, the Thunderbird Titans fall to the Paradise Honors Panthers by the final score of 38-7. We remind you we'll be on the air next week at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday night from the home of the Maryvale Panthers as they host the Carl Hayden Falcons. For our talented Epic Sports Network crew here on hand, I'm James Spoovy saying so long. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Great rest of your fall break if you're on fall break this week. And we will talk to you again next Thursday night from the home of the Maryvale Panthers. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your viewership. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next Thursday out in Maryvale for more Thursday Night Football. Thanks for watching, folks.